thing as a quote-unquote Falcons bar that's like established as the Falcons spot in a place like Chicago. Bears bars, I guarantee you it's not hard to find a Bears bar if you want one here in Atlanta. Eventually, I'm not saying a guy from Chicago or Buffalo is going to give up their allegiance to those teams when they come here, but you need that personality that you're talking about to get them to transition more to, well, I want to go to Falcon games too, though. I'll still root for the Bears or I'll still root for the Bills or whoever, but I can't not see Michael Vick play. I'm going to go downtown. I'm going to tailgate. I'm going to have fun. Yeah, I hope the Bears win too, but I'm rooting for the Falcons because I'm a hometown guy. And man, this Penix kid is so exciting to watch. You need that. And you're right. They haven't had that. All right, let's switch gears and get into today's NFL action. The early games, 7 of them besides the Cowboys and the Falcons. You've got, speaking of the Bills hosting the Dolphins. Dolphins have lost the last 8 games in Buffalo, and they're just a mess. They do have Tua back, which gives them some hope, but they still lost last week. And Steve, again, if you're talking about a guy who could come available that might be of interest to the Falcons, Calais Campbell, if they fall to 2-6, there's no way they can pretend to themselves they have any shot of accomplishing something this year. So if Campbell's willing to be moved, coming back to a team he enjoyed seemingly playing for last year for a late-round pick might make some sense.
Yeah, I talked with Nick Cellini about that last week on the Dirty Bird post-game show, which will follow today's Falcons game at 4 o'clock right here on 680 The Fan, FM 93.7. And, of course, on the 680 app, always streaming live at 680thefan.com. Calais Campbell went back to Miami after having a 6-sack season here in Atlanta to finish out his career. He wanted to go home, finish his career, and looked like a move with a team that was on the rise. Obviously, the injury to off-field stuff, et cetera, et cetera. Things haven't gone the way that the Dolphins had hoped for. As of last week, Campbell had 2 sacks for the Dolphins, which isn't all that, but it would lead this team in sacks right now. The other guy was Bud Dupree. Dupree, who also had 6 sacks for the Falcons. He was allowed to go away, and he went out to L.A. to take the money to play for Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers. And as of last week, Dupree had 2 sacks and an interception. So I think Campbell's his roots are probably down there in Miami. And, yeah, it's not going the way that he wanted. But it wouldn't be that big of a deal for him to get on a plane and come back to Atlanta and finish out the season where he's got some familiarity with the players on this roster, if not the defensive system, and make a final bid at a postseason run. Dupree, I think that he's out there. They took care of business last week. They're in their own mix out there in the AFC West. But that's an interesting topic, an interesting area where there is some familiarity with a guy who had been here previously. And again, we're not looking for, we wouldn't be looking for him to come in and get 5 or 6 sacks, but if you could get 3 or 4 between now and the end of the season, it'll be a hell of an improvement.
Yeah, it's important to note, it's not like there's a rule that says you can only have one guy. So you might theoretically be able to deal for one person that could help you a little more, and then also be willing to deal, say, a 6th or 7th rounder for a guy like Campbell too, just to try and help, because this team just needs so much help. Anybody who can just be an effective rusher at all is worth at least considering. So we'll see. But Bills, again, no Amari Cooper today, so they're missing him. That does take an important piece out of what they're trying to do with their passing game, but you still feel pretty good about them at home against the Dolphins, the way that game has played out in recent years.
By the way, Josh Allen, 14 touchdowns, 1 pick. That's the best touchdown to interception ratio in the National Football League, and Buffalo has won 3 straight.
You mentioned the Chargers. They take on the Browns today. Again, the word on the Browns is that their ownership, because they went and made this crazy deal and kind of went all in on this idea that Deshaun Watson was their savior. Last year, they did see that team pull out a playoff berth after Watson got hurt. So if they win today, get to 3-6 against the Chargers, the word is ownership may want to stay engaged. So a guy like a Zadarius Smith might not get traded. There hasn't been as much talk about Smith getting traded to the Falcons, but if Zadarius Smith doesn't get traded to the Lions, then that means that's another team you're competing with for another player that's out there. So if you're the Falcons, I don't think Zadarius Smith is coming here based on what's been reported, but I still think you would like to see the Chargers get Zadarius Smith into the market so somebody who needs an edge rusher takes him instead of a guy maybe you're competing for.
And the Browns seem to have responded to Jameis Winston. They responded to Joe Flacco last season. I saw an impassioned speech from Jameis to his teammates on behalf of Deshaun Watson, and I couldn't figure out if it was an AI fake or it was legitimately
it's legitimately
real.
fake.
But, yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but this team has responded to a change at the quarterback position before. They've done this before.
Look, Jameis Winston, if you've paid any attention, you know what Jameis Winston's about. By all accounts, Winston has already begun kind of trying to position himself for a future broadcasting, quote-unquote, personality role. The nonsense we've seen from him over the years, just the pseudo-motivational crap like the eat a W business. Jameis Winston will go out there and he will make plays that make you say, boy, this guy's an NFL quarterback. And then he will turn around and make several plays a game that you just say, you cannot have this person as your starting quarterback and achieve anything.
Didn't he go off script against the Falcons in the season finale last year
and lets a guy run in for a touchdown he wasn't supposed to. You're talking about a guy who had a 30-30 season. Do you have any idea how hard it is in the NFL to have a 30-30 season? 30 touchdowns and 30 picks in the same year. He went 30-30 in his last year in Tampa Bay, which is why they moved off of him to get to Tom Brady.
So there's 50-50 from Shohei. There's 40-70 from Ronald Acuna. And there's 30-30 from Jameis Winston.
It's impossible to do, to be allowed to stay out there enough to actually do both of those things. So will the Browns have some highlight moments with Jameis? I am sure they will. Will they put together a run? No, forget it. Not a chance. Bengals and the Raiders, again, Bengals have lost every game at home this year. 0-4 at home. And so they're a team that's kind of used to this position, having to try and make a run. The Raiders look poorly coached and just inept. Bengals need to win that game today. And again, this is another team. We haven't talked about Trey Hendrickson for the Falcons, but Hendrickson is an example of a guy who might be dealable for Cincinnati if they lose this game. But if they win, then reportedly they're trying to get, whether it's Ojulari or somebody else, they're trying to add help to improve at cornerback and at defensive line, which is not what the Bengals normally do. But given that they have Joe Burrow and they have his receivers only for a limited time, there is clearly a sense of urgency with the Bengals we're just not used to seeing with them. So how that game turns out could really affect what they decide to do in the trade market the next 48 hours.
You said they're playing the Raiders, right?
Correct.
I just looked at a split screen that had Gardner Minshew on one side of it warming up and wearing number 10 in the silver and black, Desmond Ridder loosening up for the Raiders.
Again, this is not a serious franchise. There are some good players on that franchise. That is not a serious franchise right now. Patriots and the Titans are both horrible at football. We don't need to spend another minute on that other than to tell you that the Titans will not have Will Levis today. They still are rolling with Mason Rudolph in that game. Patriots will have Drake May, had a concussion, missed most of the week, but will play in that game. Commanders and Giants are going to go at it. Again, Giants could be selling, probably are selling. Washington with the improbable Hail Mary victory last week, although they had been the better team throughout the game. I found this absolutely hilarious. Jay Glazer has reported today that Bears cornerback Tyreek Stevenson pulled himself out of practice this week when he was upset because he found out he was being demoted and taken out of the starting lineup. And so he decided to pitch a tantrum and leave practice, according to Glazer, and was quoted as saying that didn't go over well in the locker room. Steve, he should have been cut. Tyreek Stevenson had already made errors earlier in that game. You directly cost your team the game because you were busy taunting the fans, didn't even know the play had started. You were the person responsible for the guy who caught the ball, but because you couldn't be bothered to know what you were doing, you decided to play the tip instead. You directly cost your team a football game they desperately need in a division that is loaded this year. I don't believe he wasn't cut. I know he's been a starter. I know he was a high draft pick. You can't have someone like that in your locker room if you want to be taken seriously. And now he's pitched a tantrum because he doesn't get to even just stay in the starting lineup, that there's any consequences at all. Cut this idiot.
Yeah, an incredibly bad look, both on and off the field. And karma is a you-know-what, as they say. And rarely do you see it happen that instantaneously, as you said. Too busy taunting the fans to know that the play had started, and then ends up being the guy who tips the ball that gets caught for the Hail Mary touchdown because he's out of position. Just ridiculous. You got one guy tapping out because he's tired in Richardson, and now you've got this action. But that's where we're at now. Not just in sports, I think, but in society. And it's all about the individual. and about me. And if I'm not going to get mine or my due, then I'm going to take a step off and not be a part of what's going on. I think it's more egregious, obviously, what happened in the latter case. Maybe unprecedented what we saw with Richardson taking him out of the game because he was, quote, tired. But yeah, what a circus. And it just seemed like right when the Bears are starting to come around and you've got this rookie quarterback putting together scoring drives and the offense starting to believe in him. And now it brings into question the Eberflus and his tenure there and the discipline or lack thereof within that locker room and on the field. A lot of folks surprised that he was even brought back for this season. But yeah, that's the kind of thing that could just tank what appeared to be a team that was headed in the right direction in the Bears after all this time.
Yeah, more on Eberflus in just a second. Other games in the 1 o'clock window, Saints and Panthers. Again, normally you care because it's a divisional game. Really the only thing here would be for the Panthers, Bryce Young starting again. If Young falters more, does that make them more likely to just give up and deal him off if somebody is willing to give them a second or third round pick for him, as has been reported? The teams have been trying to get him out of there because they think we can fix him.
Well, he looked okay last week, right?
I mean,
better than what we've seen?
Better because he didn't look completely terrified back there at all times, but it's still a very relative thing. Broncos and Ravens in Baltimore today. Look, Broncos, give them credit, man. 5-3. I didn't see this. I mean, we all know about they had a good defense. They had a good defense last year, but the quarterback play has held them back. Nix has not consistently been great, but he's been good enough for them to get some wins. And, yeah, the Ravens, just as you think, okay, they're locked in. They're playing some of the best ball in the league, beat Tampa Bay on Monday night and beat Tampa Bay up in doing so on Monday night. They go out last week and lose to Jameis. So I would expect the Ravens would win this game and play their best, but they just every now and then they just throw a clunker out there and make you scratch your head. Lamar Jackson missed multiple practices this week, but reportedly was just resting, says he's fine for the game.
Well, this is an AFC opponent, and that brings up the issue of Lamar Jackson being, 23, 24-1 against NFC teams, but a more pedestrian record against AFC teams. Why do you think he's been so successful in interconference matchups as a quarterback? Just luck?
I wouldn't think it's luck. I do wonder if maybe he's harder to play against if you see him less often, and maybe teams that see him in the division, for example, at least kind of get more chances to learn, okay, these are his patterns. This is how he runs, when he runs. This is the things we can do to try and contain him. Whereas if you see him once every 4 years, maybe it's a little harder to get guys to understand. You can look at the chalkboard all you want. Everybody in the NFL is a good enough coach to show you this is what you should do. It's a whole different deal to do it at game speed against that guy.
And so, he has just owned the NFC in his career.
He has had a lot of success. There's no doubt. 4 o'clock games, Jaguars and Eagles. Again, Eagles, they're 5-2. It feels like they've felt uncomfortable basically every single second of the way to 5-2, but they're 5-2 in a Jaguars team that's probably in sell mode if they lose today with anything that's not nailed down. They've already traded off multiple guys, and reportedly we're going to trade Christian Kirk to the Steelers after this game if they lost, but then Kirk got hurt badly enough last week that now he's out for the year. About those Bears, they play the Cardinals today. Matt Eberflus on the road is 3-17, but believe it or not, the stat is even weirder. He has never won a Sunday road game. He's won 3 games in primetime situations, but he has never won a Sunday road game in his time with the Bears. It's either Monday or Thursday night, or he doesn't win. 0-17 in games on the road otherwise. And, of course, almost got that win last week, but then along came Tyreek Stevenson. And 2-13 period against teams with winning records. This is a bad head coach. Okay, defensive coordinator, bad head coach. They shouldn't have brought him back. They did. And they're going to probably wind up wasting a first year of Caleb Williams because they didn't go ahead and make the move they should have.
The bad road record is appalling enough, but the strange part of that, as you said, is that he's never won a road game on a Sunday, which is when most of the games are played. You would just figure every once in a while you would luck into a Sunday road win at some point in what is now a 3-season career there as head coach of the Bears. That's very strange. That's even stranger than being 23-1 against the NFC.
Yeah, very odd. Lions and Packers play today. Important game in the 4:25 window there. Rainy conditions expected there in Lambeau Field. You've got a groin issue for Jordan Love, but he is expected to go. Lions probably have played the best ball in the league, even though the Chiefs are undefeated. The Lions have only lost once and have just looked better week in, week out than the Chiefs, even though they keep winning their games. Rams and Seahawks also in that window. And then tonight, your game, Colts and the Vikings. Again, you've got Joe Flacco now as your starter for the Colts, 4-4, trying to make a playoff run. And the Vikings suddenly at 5-2, looking to maybe see if they can get back on track after things got up to the perfect start. Again, Sam Darnold's kind of come back to earth a little bit. We'll see what they're able to do in a home game against the Colts. You would feel pretty good about it if you're them. Tomorrow night, the Monday night game matters, obviously, Bucs and the Chiefs. If you're a Falcon fan, you're hoping the Chiefs will stay undefeated and continue to help you out there. All right, it is 12:46 around 6A The Fan, 93.7 FM. Coming up on the other side, we will have final thoughts on Atlanta as they get ready to kick off with the Cowboys. Keep it right here. We will be right back.
Grady Jarrett breaks down today's game exclusively on The Locker Room, Tuesday at 9. All presented by Grady Hospital on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and The Fan app. The Fan is Atlanta's football station, and we're all over the Dirty Birds. Every single week, start your NFL Sunday at 10 a.m. with an unfiltered look at the action on Atlanta's official NFL pregame show, walking you right up to the 1 p.m. games.
Then, on Tuesday mornings at 9, Atlanta's all-pro defensive end, Grady Jarrett, joins the locker room to break down the game, all presented by Grady Health System.
Wilson under pressure, right on cue. Grady Jarrett.
Atlanta's football station for a reason. The Fan and the Fan app.
Reason number 52 to choose Diamonds Direct over any other jeweler. Only Diamonds Direct gives you a 110% diamond upgrade guarantee. Let us explain. If you buy a diamond at Diamonds Direct today and decide in the future you want to upgrade to a larger diamond, Diamonds Direct will give you 110% of your original purchase price toward the new stone. For example, let's say you bought her a $5,000 diamond last year, but now she wants to upgrade to a $6,000 diamond. Diamonds Direct will give you $5,500 toward the new one. That's 10% more than you paid the first time. Guaranteed appreciation. Whether that first diamond was $3,000 or $30,000, you get 10% more. Who else does this? And unlike other stores who claim to offer diamond upgrades, at Diamonds Direct, there's no fine print and no minimum purchase requirement. It's 10% more, period. Come and discover real value and buy with confidence. Proud to call ATL home. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Hi, it's Chuck Dowdle. You all know that my friends at Georgia's Own Credit Union can save you money, but did you know that Georgia's Own offers more than just personal savings and loan products? They also offer products and services to help your business grow. Whether you're looking for a business checking account, equipment loan, commercial mortgage, SBA loan, or payroll services, Georgia's Own has options to help you succeed. To learn more, visit georgiasown.org. I'm Chuck Dowdle, and I'm proud to be one of Georgia's Own.
This holiday season, spread a little extra cheer with BMW. For every new BMW bought in the month of November, we'll donate 200 meals to families in need through Feeding America. Over the last 7 years, BMW has proudly helped provide over 17 million meals to those in need, and with your help, that number will continue to grow. Visit your local BMW Center for details or visit bmwusa.com/drive to end hunger today. Take advantage of exceptional offers during BMW's Drive to End Hunger event.
The Fan and Extra 106.3 are proud to salute all those who've served our great nation at our 2024 Veterans Day Golf Classic. Friday, November 8th at Heritage Golf Links. Join all your favorite Fan and Extra personalities for a day of golf, prizes, and fun, all benefiting our friends at the Warrior Alliance. Special thanks to Georgia Power, Harris Cherokee Casino, Corona, Scana Energy, Hal Barron Law Group, The Long Drink, Southwire, Brassfield Gory, Window Traditions, Two-Way Radio Gear, Panther Plumbing, and Zero FG Energy Drink. Getting you ready for some football. This is Atlanta's official NFL pregame show, presented by AquaGuard Foundation Solutions and attorney Ken Nugent on Atlanta's home for NFL football, The Fan.
Here on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM. Heath Klein and Steve West here with you. Final thoughts for us as we get you ready for Atlanta and Dallas. Do not forget, 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock tonight. Steve will be back in the chair along with Justin Hanover for the Dirty Bird postgame show. Again, a chance to react here on the station to whatever, good or bad, goes down today in the Benz, and also, of course, what else is going on around the league. Because as we were talking about, Steve, this is an unusual weekend in that there are so many guys whose availability for the Falcons or for other people that the Falcons are competing with will be affected by what happens today. So always interested in a Sunday in the league, but more consequential outcomes for Atlanta than a typical week.
Yeah, so the trade deadline is Tuesday at 4 p.m. We will also have the first college football poll release, playoff poll release of the season, and then there's some other event on Tuesday.
Yes, there is. There are multiple MAC football games Tuesday night. That's what there is on Tuesday. Baby. Make sure you watch that MAC football into the night on Tuesday. Let us tell you quickly that Jerry Jones is commenting on the Ezekiel Elliott situation on the 105.3 The Fan in Dallas pregame show, talking about Ezekiel Elliott not making the trip. Quote, he was being punished. He just couldn't make the trip. Zeke really was the first one to recognize the discipline involved in meetings and those kind of things. So, again, you're talking about somebody here now that Jerry Jones has publicly acknowledged, yes, he is being disciplined, and apparently was acting out in such a way in meetings where they felt like this was something he had to do. 3.1 yards a carry. Hasn't got to 200 yards on the season. It's not like, well, but they use him a ton. No. He hasn't even been used a ton. 3.1 yards a carry, and he's disrupting meetings, and he makes $3 million this year. What in the world is this person doing still employed in Dallas?
Well, he was the first one to recognize the need for the discipline, so I'm sure he's self-policed, right?
I mean, just every part of it. I understand that Jerry plays favorites. He's always played favorites over there, which is one of the things that has held that franchise back, is that there are times where he's given big money contracts inexplicably, long-term deals to, in some cases, kickers. That just makes moves that don't make sense. But this is something that is a total head-scratcher, why you would allow someone to be disruptive, apparently, and keep them on the team when they are not a meaningful contributor. But if you're a Falcon fan, it's not your problem. You're perfectly fine with it. Wish he was here, in fact. But look, if that's an example of the Cowboys supposedly, Steve, trying to get things right, the reality is there are some things that they shouldn't be able to fix today. They shouldn't be able to fix their ground game by just giving Rico Dowdle or Dalvin Cook a chance. They have not been effective on the ground against anybody all year. If you're the Falcons, you are down some linebackers. That doesn't help, but you should be able to do the job against this team. And so then it goes back to, assuming they can't run and they're 32nd in the league in rushing the ball, can you do an adequate enough job of covering CeeDee Lamb and force other guys to make catches, because nobody else has shown game-breaking ability consistently for this team in the past game besides him? In a perfect world, you would get pressure on Prescott, but as we have talked about throughout the show, that's just not what the Falcons have shown they could do. So you better cover, because you probably aren't going to get enough heat on Prescott consistently.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but even without pressure on Prescott, the Falcons don't get beat over the top mentality defense. Keep everything in front of you, bend but don't break. Probably, if the offense is clicking on all cylinders for the Dirty Birds, will be enough to win this game. Just don't give up too many big plays. Keep everything in the center of the field, and the Falcons ought to be all right today. That's probably not going to be all right when you're playing higher caliber squads in the postseason. And that's why the trade deadline is really, really important here.
And again, you look at the Cowboys, you look at the issues that they have on the defensive side of the ball, particularly the vulnerability against the run. You would think you could just line up and go at them. You're not going to run the ball every play, obviously, but you should, when you want to, against a team that has given up 5+ yards per carry against everybody other than one game against the Giants. You should be able to get Bijan going. You should be able to get Algier going. Just go ahead and just punch these guys over and over. Boom, boom, boom. Wear that defense out. throw the ball enough to make them still respect that threat and take advantage of the athletes you have there too. But this should be a game that you are built very well to play.
Yeah, I like what we're seeing from Bijan from a running the football and pass catcher perspective. I'd like to see Tyler Algier get some more touches today, kind of get back in his groove that we saw earlier in the season. But overall, you cannot argue with the production that you've gotten out of that 1-2 punch in the backfield.
So they're playing at home. They've lost 3 games at home. They're the favored team against a team that has a distraction as acknowledged by the owner in their locker room. Steve, 3 hours from now, when you return to do the Dirty Bird postgame show, will you be happy or will you be filled with angst?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I'm going to be happy. I think the Falcons take care of business today.
So Steve says they get it done. They should. I mean, there's no excuse for not doing it. Will you win the division if you lose today? Yeah, you probably can get away with it. Again, Tampa Bay has a pretty big hole in their boat. But go out and assert yourself. Make this easier on your fans. Go take care of your business today. Win this football game. Give Steve something to be happy about afterwards. Thank you to David Holloway for producing. Thanks to you for listening. Again, a reminder, Dirty Bird postgame show. Justin Hanover and Steve will have you covered 3 hours from now. And, of course, we'll talk about it all through the week right here on 680 The Fan, 93.7 FM.
Atlanta's official NFL pregame show, 680 The Fan. The Fan is Atlanta's football station, and we're all over the Dirty Birds. Every single week, start your NFL Sunday at 10 a.m. with an unfiltered look at the action on Atlanta's official NFL pregame show, walking you right up to the 1 p.m. games.
Then on Tuesday mornings at 9, Atlanta's all-pro defensive end Grady Jarrett joins the locker room to break down the game, all presented by Grady Health System.
Wilson under pressure, right on cue. Grady Jarrett.
Atlanta's football station for a reason. The Fan and the Fan app.
Throughout this campaign, I've seen the best of America, and I've seen what is holding you back and weighing you down. High costs, fundamental rights being taken away, and politics that too often have driven division. Next January, one of us will be president. If it's Donald Trump, he's made clear he'll wake up every day and stew over his enemies list. That will help no one. If I am president, I'll be focused on my to-do list for you, the American people. I'll cut costs by cracking down on corporate price gouging, make housing more affordable, lower taxes for 100 million Americans, and protect Social Security. I'll focus on you and getting things done. And now I'm asking for your vote, because as president, I will get up every day and fight for the American people. Let's get to work. I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message. Paid for by Harris for President.
Holy holidays, Brian Finneran, what is this?
This is my Cliggy Claus costume.
I love it, but isn't it a little early for Christmas stuff?
The holidays are going to be here soon, and we need to spread the word about Cliggy's carts. They're going to be on everyone's wish list this year.
Cliggy's carts do make great gifts.
Yeah, but if you want to get one in time for Christmas, you need to hurry and order soon. Give the gift of a 2-inch or 5-inch lift, that sound system, backup camera, seating for up to 6 all-terrain tires, and more.
Hey, Finneran, it's not even Thanksgiving. Can you turn off the jingle bells for Christmas sake?
Ah, you can feel the spirit of the holidays.
Christmas time is almost here, and Cliggy's carts make the ultimate holiday gift. They're the coolest golf carts on the road because you can build them the way you want them. Get a 2 or 5-inch lift, backup camera, sound system, seating up to 6, all-terrain tires, and more. And right now, if you mention 680 The Fan, you get financing with no money down and payments as low as $275 a month. Check them out now at golfcartsga.com or call 877-KLIGGYS. Cliggy's Carts, a Royal EV dealer.
You're probably nervous about a prostate screening, but here's something you may not know. There's an easy way to gauge your prostate health, no gown or glove. For men over 40, you need a PSA blood test. Your PSA number is a health score, and just like your cholesterol, lower is better. But what matters is knowing the score, especially for men with a family history of prostate issues. Talk to your doctor about a PSA test. No gown, no glove. You got this. Learn more at gradyhealth.org/prostate.
I'll
Hobnob Tavern opened in 2009 as Atlanta's fun neighborhood pub, serving high-quality food and craft drinks. Drop in this football season for lunch or dinner with your friends, family, or business associates to watch your favorite sports teams play on TV. Enjoy nightly events like trivia, live entertainment, and ladies' night. Hobnob Tavern is known for its full roster bourbon list, tasty craft brews and wine selection, award-winning burgers, fresh salad, and other delicious menu items. Go to hobnobatlanta.com and find a location near you for catering or private events. That's hobnobatlanta.com.
W229AG Atlanta, WCNN North Atlanta,
A Dickey Broadcasting Station.
680 The Fan, 93.7 FM, and streaming free across the South on the Fan app.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Nick DeLuca, kicking off Week 9 Sunday. 8 games in the early window. Bills will be down a couple of key pieces against the Dolphins this afternoon. Wide receiver Amari Cooper out with a wrist injury. Corner Christian Benford also inactive with a wrist injury. Buffalo trying to continue their success against the Dolphins today. ESPN's Kimberly Martin says they're not taking anything for granted.
But it is just a head start. We know that anything can happen. This is a long football season. And even when asked about their opponent today, the Dolphins, who have been reeling, they do have Tua back at quarterback. But, he was asked about the Dolphins, and he said, make no mistake, this is a very good team. So we're not looking past them.
Martin on Sunday NFL Countdown. Dolphins down Zach Sealer and Javon Holland on defense today. Elsewhere, Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins out with a quad injury. Zach Moss also inactive with a neck injury today. Commanders running back Brian Robinson a no-go against the Giants. There was hope he would play, but didn't feel right during the pregame warm-up. Titans starting Mason Rudolph against the Patriots this afternoon. Will Levis still battling a shoulder injury. Will miss a third straight game. Running back Tony Pollard and wide receiver Tyler Boyd good to go. Ravens wide receiver Deontay Johnson making his debut today. Limited number of snaps after coming over in a trade from Carolina earlier this week. Ravens will also have safety Marcus Williams back in the lineup. Missed last week's loss to the Browns. Marlon Humphrey good to go for Baltimore as well.
Hey, it's Greeny. Going to be another sensational Monday on ESPN Radio. Looking back on, among other things, the Packers and the Lions at the top of the NFC North, and looking ahead to the Chiefs' quest for perfection continuing on Monday Night Football. It's Greeny, starting 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
The most listened to sports station in the South. Atlanta's sports station. The Fan. 680 and 93.7 FM.
This is Game Day on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
Game Day on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, Sirius XM, Channel 80. We are presented by Progressive Insurance. Hit us up on the Dr. Pepper call-in line, 1-888-729-3776. I'm Kevin Clark alongside Justin Pugh and Mike Tannenbaum. Be part of Game Day Nation on the Dr. Pepper call-in line. Call us at 888-SAY-ESPN. That's 888-729-3776. ESPN Nation is presented by Dr. Pepper. It's not college football season without the delicious taste of an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. College football, it's a pepper thing. Let's get to the games.
Time to break down the early window of another NFL Sunday. This is the opening drive.
Time for some football, baby!
Beautiful day of football on the field. There's going to be weather. There's a trade deadline looming. Let's start with the game in Buffalo.
Dolphins at Bills.
All right, Justin, Bills are a 6-point favorite over the Dolphins. The Bills are a 6-point favorite over the Dolphins. What do you got?
We got Tua back, his second game. This is a game that I'm going to look at the trenches. The Bills have the advantage on the defensive line. The Miami Dolphins haven't been what we thought they were coming into the season. And the Bills' offensive line, which
the Falcons have drafted, and in each of the last 4 drafts, each of those drafts, they've taken an offensive player. So there's a reason why the offense is good, and the defense has not been so good for it.
Chauncey Golston, Osa Odigizua, Mozzie Smith, and Carl Lawson. The Cowboys front 4 in the Dr. Pepper defense, and the snap goes to Robinson on the handoff. Starts right, comes left, has 5, has 9.5 before Diggs is able to run him out of bounds.
Boy, in the very first play, they're going to test Diggs' calf. He had a calf injury during the week, did extensive warm-up earlier today to see if he could go. And on the very first play, Robinson bounces it out from the right side to the left, and Trayvon Diggs has about a 30-yard sprint to track him down there. Number 7 on number 7.
Cowboys starting in the nickel with Overshown and Eric Kendricks at linebacker, and Kendricks is limping. So it's Diggs, Jordan Lewis, and Kalen Carson back after what seems like a month at corner, and Hooker and Wilson the safeties. And it is 2nd down and 1 for the Falcons. Handoff Robinson coming right this time. And Odigizua has him after about a 4-yard gain for a 1st down, and then a flag comes flying in when the play is over.
It came flying in, the back judge. It did. It came flying.
Holding. Offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Yeah, that'll help. You know, the crowd saw that it was not holding. I don't know if you noticed, Brad.
They called
they boo like, hey, I saw that.
They called the center, and I think the problem might have come when I'm not making this up, he grabbed Kendrick's helmet. One hand on one side of the helmet, one on the other side of the helmet. He did then move his right hand down from the helmet to get a handful of his shirt.
Yeah, he got every part of it.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. Center Ryan Newsel, as you mentioned, he's filling in. Drew Dahlman has been hurt since week 3. He's not real good. So Cowboys should be able to do some damage over that center position.
Make it 2nd down and 9. Back near the original line of scrimmage at the 30, Cousins in the gun. Back and standing forever, and flips it in the left flat for Robinson. And Wilson makes him step out of bounds much earlier than he wanted to after a short gain at about the 33.
It's funny, Brad. I'm sure the analytics are out there somewhere, but when you get a holding call, I always wonder, what's the percentage of time that you make a 1st down after that? That 10 yards is so big. Falcons going to go right on the ball here. No huddle.
Cousins back in the gun. Robinson on his left. He's obviously changing the play.
Watch the Mexico.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Snap to Cousins. All kinds of time. Pumps over the middle, and the pass is broken up at the 45-yard line by Diggs. Playing Darnell Mooney man for man.
Well, a real nice play by Diggs. Naturally, the crowd wanted a pass interference, but I just thought it was real good coverage by Diggs.
I thought that last year, after the big interception year, I thought he did that much better than he had done it in his career. Played cornerback, doing things like that.
Played it well there. Was grabbing him a little bit in the route early on, but when the ball got thrown, it was not pass interference.
So it'll be Bradley Pinion on to punt it away to Cavante Turpin. The Cowboys didn't give up a score on the first possession.
Hey, first time.
So Pinion, black shirt, black helmet, white pants, high short kick. Turpin makes a fair catch at his 25. That's where the Cowboys and the Dr. Pepper starting offense will start when Dallas Cowboys football continues in a moment.
Animal Health and Medical Center considers you a part of the family, and family takes care of each other. Your pet's dental health can often get overlooked, but it is so important. Poor dental health can lead to heart, kidney, and liver disease. Animal Health and Medical Center has all the equipment to keep your animals happy and healthy, with full-service dental care, including digital x-rays. Schedule your routine cleaning before it leads to a bigger health issue. Come and join our family at Animal Health and Medical Center.
Call and make an appointment for your four-legged family member at 325-695-7140.
When it comes to finding the right vehicle for you, there's no better place than Lawrence Hall in Abilene. For over 34 years, Lawrence Hall in Abilene has been the place to find the best from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. And that is still true today. Great products and great service, too. So the next time you need a new car, truck, or SUV, come see us or shop 24/7 at LawrenceHallAbileneOnline.com. Voted Abilene's best new car dealer for over 28 years by you, our customers.
1983 introduced us to many things, like CD players and the first version of Microsoft Word. That same year, here in Abilene, three brothers had a dream of opening a feed store that focused on customer service and integrity. Today, that dream lives on as the foundation of Jackson Brothers Feed and Seed, the go-to store for farm and ranch, pet, lawn, and garden supplies, as well as gear for hunting, showing animals, and so much more. Jackson Brothers Feed and Seed, 3818 South Treadaway and 249 South 11th Street.
Cowboys football and Miller Lite. What a pairing. Can cracks at kickoff. Tailgates going way past postgame. Sunday night overtimes followed by Monday morning swagger. Brisket in the smoker. Miller Lite in the cooler. America's team playing America's greatest sport. Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys football tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Miller Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas.
A connection may be all that it takes to change a life, launch a business, or change a story. The power to connect is the power to change. AT&T. Connecting changes everything. 13:04 remaining in the first quarter. Cowboys force an Atlanta punt on their first possession. Cowboys get the ball for the first time on offense.
At their own 25, right to left. White shirts, silver helmets, silver pants. 3 wide receiver set for Dak Prescott with Rico Dowdle at running back. C.D. Lamb, Jalen Tolbert, and Jalen Brooks, the wide receivers. Jake Ferguson, the tight end. First play is a little read option, tossed in the left flat to Ferguson. Made a man miss at the 30, across the 40, all the way up to the 50, and then down to the 47 or 8 of the Atlanta Falcons. Unleash Ferg for 27.
And the Cowboys going right up on the ball now. They're going to hurry this thing up.
And I like that.
Yeah.
That's a change.
Well, you got to change things up when you haven't been effective.
Prescott will be in the gun on first down. Looks over the middle. Now into the right flat. Dowdle 50-45. Made a man miss. Escaped the tackle across the 40. Looks like he's got another first down. Down around the 36. Nate Landman. They're missing 2 linebackers. And Landman is filling in for one of them. Cowboys starting offensive line is Cooper Beebe at center. Tyler Smith and Zach Martin the guards. Tyler Guyton and Terrence Steele the tackles. 12 on the pass to Dowdle. Now first down. Ferguson's open down at the 30, and he moves the ball quickly down to the 20-yard line before Caden Ellis, the Falcons' leading tackler, makes the stop.
I talked about this at the top, Brad, how it's going to have to be a real patient game for Dak Prescott. The way Atlanta plays defense, they don't want to give up the big play, which means Ferguson should have a field day working in between the numbers, and he's already got 2 catches.
That last one for 15, and it's first down and 10 at the Atlanta 21. Shotgun formation, Lamb in motion to the left. First run to Dowdle, sneaking behind Steele on the right side, got a yard. Falcons start to Quan Graham, Grady Jarrett, and David Onyemata in their 3-man front. Matthew Judon, the former Patriot, Nate Landman, Caden Ellis, the 3 linebackers. A.J. Terrell, one of the best corners in the league. Starts with Mike Hughes and D. Alford, their nickel. 2 great safeties, Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons. Dallas second down and 8 at the 19-yard line of Atlanta. The snap to Prescott. To Dowdle on a check down on the right side, and Zach Martin just fanned on a block on Caden Ellis, who makes the tackle right now.
Boy, and the red zone has just been Dallas's bugaboo all season long, and they got the ball inside the 20. That ball's now sitting at the 23. A long third down here.
Zach is not moving well.
No.
He got into the second level. He got squared up one-on-one on that linebacker, and he's got a bad back and a bad leg, and Ellis just made him look bad.
Again, Dak, just careful with the ball. Check it down. Get your field goal team out there if you have to.
3rd and 12. That's the 23. Back to throw. Over the middle it goes to Lamb at about the 17 or 18. Well short of the first down. Ellis again with the tackle. And so here, as you called for, off jury duty now, Brandon Aubrey, that was a heavy-duty case he was on.
How long have you been doing this job?
Me?
Yes.
46 years.
Is that the first time you've said off jury duty now?
Yeah, it might be. Yes, it might be. Ball spotted on the right hash at the 24 for Brandon Aubrey. So 34 for the first points of the game on the Cowboys' first possession. Snap and hold are good. Kick from 34. Butter perfect. 9:32 left first quarter. First score of the game. Dallas 3, Atlanta nothing. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Do you like to have fun?
You like to save money?
Well, Funtown RV has got you covered.
With huge savings and massive discounts on
Forever Trade.
Massive savings.
Fifth wheel.
Lots of savings.
Toy haulers.
Lots of savings.
All the outdoor fun.
All of those hidden fees.
Shop us in-store or online and start your next adventure at Funtown RV.
Just listen with Alltech Lansing. Perfecting sound since 1927. Shop tailgate speakers now at alltechlansing.com/cowboys.
Hey y'all, Matt Pittman of Meat Church here. With football season kicking off, I'm already gearing up to bring the smoker back to AT&T Stadium for some epic tailgates. But with that Texas heat, it's crucial to keep my beer hand cramping cold. That's where Yeti's insulated Colster can cooler comes in clutch. This year, you can even get them with the iconic star engraved on the side. Licensed Yeti Cowboys gear is now available at Stadium Pro Shops, concessions, and on Yeti.com. Check it out today. Yeti, official cooler and drinkware of the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys Nation, it's time to get the giving season going. Tune in to see country music superstar Lainey Wilson and a special guest perform during the Salvation Army's annual Red Kettle Kickoff Halftime Show this Thanksgiving on Fox. Every donation stays in the community to provide help and hope for those in need. So tune in to watch the Cowboys, Giants, and Lainey Wilson this Thanksgiving and give today at SalvationArmyUSA.org. That's SalvationArmyUSA.org.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste and only great taste.
The Miller Brewing Company would like to issue a correction. Miller Lite is brewed to be less filling. What are you doing here?
Miller Lite tastes great.
Look, I'm just reading the script. It says less filling.
That's not what my script says.
Well, mine says.
We'd like to apologize for the previous announcers. Miller Lite is in fact less filling and tastes great. Time to shine, legal guy.
Celebrate responsibly. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Beer. 96 cows and 3.2 grams carbs per 12 ounces. Fewer cows and carbs than premium regular beer.
The Dallas Cowboys and Tequila Herradura know the difference between great and extraordinary. Great is making the playoffs. Extraordinary is doing it 36 times. So when you toast America's most extraordinary team, choose the world's most extraordinary tequila. Tequila Herradura. Extraordinary awaits. 9:32 remaining here in the first quarter in Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Both teams have out of possession. Falcons opened it with a punt. Cowboys finish it off with a field goal. 3-0 Cowboys.
McLeod and Williams are deep. The kick goes to the left side, and McLeod brings it up to the 22-yard line, and the coverage is good downfield to get him. And so the Falcons will be at their own 22, roughly, trailing in the game 3-0.
And as you know, we're not fond of the must-win games and all that stuff this early in the season. But, you know, Cowboys have 5-3 Atlanta today, 5-2 Philly next week, 6-2 Houston the following week, and then 6-2 Washington after that. So it is a brutal schedule.
Is there any point, or should we just go home now?
No, because you got the Giants on Thanksgiving.
There you go.
And so you'll all feast on them, just like the rest of the NFL does.
Falcons left to right, black shirts, white pants at their own 22, and there's a play-action fake, and Cousins going deep to the right sideline. That is caught by Mooney.
Ooh.
And Clarkson, I can't say who's covering him. Carson was in the general vicinity.
Yeah, he's dizzy right now because Mooney just turned him every which way but loose on this corner route.
Oh, my.
I mean, he is dizzy.
He really bit on the fake. So it's first down and 10. They're up near midfield at the 43. Pistol formation this time with Robinson behind Cousins. Cousins changing the play again. Two safeties deep. McLeod goes in motion to the left. Handoff, Robinson coming right on the edge. No one maintains the edge. And he's got a first down. Down around the Dallas, where are they going to stop walking? 40-yard line.
You know, I thought we might get a holding call on McCary, Caleb McCary, the right tackle, number 76 for Atlanta. I mean, he's got a pretty good hook at Tyrus Reed here on this thing as he goes to, yeah, I think they got away with one. Atlanta did right there.
Carson got completely blocked out of the play, so it's first down at the Dallas 40. Cousins in the pistol formation again. McLeod goes in motion to the left side this time. Fake to Robinson. Cousins back, throwing deep to the middle, and it's caught by London. Carson not able to cover him down around the 23-yard line. Carson's head is going to be spinning. 18 for London.
Drake London, another one of those first-round draft picks. 8th overall in the 2022 draft, and a big physical guy, 6'4", 215. It's just the guy you want, really, Brad, on those crossing routes where you got this big body. He's not a tight end, but he's almost built like a tight end, so it's a real nice target for the quarterback.
Carson comes on the left side. I'm going to watch that because he's picking on him.
So Cousins is watching it too.
Out of the pistol, play fake. No, hand it off to Robinson on the left side. Nice surge. Almost 6 yards down around the 18. And the Cowboys are defending the Garda World red zone.
And by the way, they have been the worst in the NFL at defensing the Garda World red zone. 74% of the time, teams are scoring touchdowns.
It's not good.
So here's the bad thing. The Cowboys' offense has been about the worst in the NFL in the red zone.
Not the worst. I think there's 3 teams worse.
But right at the bottom, and the defense is the same.
Yeah, right.
And that means points and scores, and that means wins and losses.
2nd and 5 officially. Cousins with a toss right to Robinson. And he made one man miss, but then 2 others came and got him for no gain. Kendricks made the stop.
Malik Hooker had a shot in the backfield there.
He made him slow down until the posse could come. Hooker did, and so Jordan Lewis in the nickel.
And that is a good point you make there, Brad, honestly, because sometimes you're not going to make every tackle one-on-one in open space against these kind of athletes, but if you can slow them down, that's allow the defense to get there.
That's the problem with trying to judge how guys have played football just by looking at their statistics.
Yep.
This is a 4-point play. 3rd down and about 5 at the Dallas 18. Cousins will go into the left flat to Robinson. Anybody want to tackle him? He moves to the 10 with a 1st down. There was so much room around him. Holy cow.
Man, they just run a little screen. They got 3 receivers left. Ultimately, they motion a guy across to make it a 3-by-1 formation. 3 receivers left, 1 on the right. They run that little screen out to Robinson. Really nicely designed play. And there's 3 blockers in front of him, and no Cowboy could get off of their block.
Right. Lawson was one who could not. Diggs was one who could not. And by the time Lewis did, it was a 1st down. Gain of 7. 1st down and goal at the 9.5. Empty gun for Cousins. Looking left, throwing a fade to the left side of the end zone. London up and a nice grab. Touchdown Atlanta. 1-on-1 over Diggs.
Yeah, I just mentioned Drake London, 6'4". And Kirk Cousins says, I kind of like that matchup over there. Throws just a beautiful ball. That kind of back shoulder fade. London is coming out of the slot, runs up in almost like a wheel route. And again, it's they say there's no defense for the perfect pass, and that was a perfect pass. I mean, Diggs had pretty good coverage on him.
This is what the Falcons have been doing. Young Ho Koo,
which is what the fans, you hear
they're
the
yelling Koo as he comes on for the extra point. And his kick is up and good, and Atlanta now leads 7-3. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Being a Cowboys fan means having your heart on your sleeve through every play and every postseason. At Josh Cellars, we pour our heart into every bottle of wine we make. From our luscious reds to our balanced whites, share the love and cheer on your favorite team with the official wine of the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium or at home. Look for our limited edition Cowboys Cabernet and Chardonnay at select retailers near you. Copyright 2023 Josh Cellars, joshcellars.com. Please drink responsibly.
Cowboys fans, when it comes to navigating the ever-changing world of tax, your business needs a partner it can trust to tackle even your biggest tax challenges. Ryan is the largest firm in the world dedicated exclusively to business taxes. Our team of tax professionals has local expertise in all areas of tax and can help you uncover savings opportunities you didn't know you had. Learn more about how Ryan can improve your overall corporate tax performance by visiting Ryan.com. Ryan, the official tax partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
When your reputation's on the line, trust the firm partnered with America's team. Whether in the courtroom or on the field, winning matters. So choose Barberi Law Firm for a masterful defense. Call 682-LAW-STAR.
And we're going to overtime.
Erica, how much have I spent on concessions?
For
questions about their money, Dallas Cowboys fans can turn to Erica, the virtual financial assistant in the Bank of America mobile banking app. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/Erica by your side. Bank of America, official bank of the Dallas Cowboys. Erica responses may vary. Digital tools featured require downloading the mobile banking app and may only be available on select mobile devices. Erica is a mobile feature only available in the English language. Your chat may be recorded and monitored for quality assurance. Message and data rates and additional terms may apply. Bank of America, N.A., member FDIC.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste and only great taste.
The Miller Brewing Company would like to issue a correction. Miller Lite is brewed to be less filling. What are you doing here?
Miller Lite tastes great.
Look, I'm just reading the script. It says less filling.
That's not what my script says.
Well, mine said.
We'd like to apologize for the previous announcers. Miller Lite is in fact less filling and tastes great. Time to shine, legal guy.
Celebrate responsibly. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Beer. 96 cows and 3.2 grams carbs per 12 ounces. Fewer cows and carbs than premium regular beer.
Lowe's knows pros need the right tools for every job. That's why we sell the largest in-store selection of fine tools anywhere. Because Lowe's knows tools. Lowe's knows pros. 5:23 remaining in the first quarter. Atlanta, 78 yards and 7 plays for the touchdown. They now lead it 7-3.
If I did not have so much regard for each of you in our audience, I would say I wish you could have heard Babe Laufenberg trying to sound like the Bee Gees, singing in the, but...
excuse me, trying to sound? I nailed it.
I'm underpaid, is all I can tell you.
Aren't we all?
Some days more than others. 7-3 as the Falcons smartly went 78 yards in 7 plays in 4:09. Koo's kick high, and Turpin's bringing it out. Right side to the 20. There's a hole. 30. Right side 40. There's a flag.
You said there's a hole.
Yeah.
And I got a feeling there's a hold. It's just in that area where it always seems to happen on those returns.
That was a nice return.
Let's see what Scott Novak, our referee, tells us.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 86. That's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
Well, that is Schoonmaker.
I thought he was in the doghouse. They let him out.
So deep in the doghouse, I can't even tell you how far deep in the doghouse Schoonmaker is. I'm not sure he quite got his money's worth looking at a replay.
You know, and I don't know what happened, but he played 2 snaps last week.
Yeah.
He was averaging about 25 snaps a game, played 2 snaps last week, and he was healthy.
So Dallas starts 1st and 10, backed up to its own 16-yard line. Trailing 7-3, handoff to Dowdle, coming right, pushing behind the right side. He got about 4 to the 20, stopped by Arnold Ebiketie, the outside linebacker.
I know teams don't do it forever, but they were so effective getting up on the ball and just moving fast that first drive. I'd like to see him get back to it and get back to it rather quickly.
I am so much in agreement with you. I'm for them playing that way the whole day. Second down and 5.
Watch Ferguson. What do you
Snap to Prescott, an empty gun, a pump fake, scrambling in the pocket, now sacked by a team that can't sack anybody. Back at the 17, Ebiketie wore him down.
Well, and would you agree the protection was pretty good?
It was decent.
I mean, eventually it's going to break down, and it did, but Dak just could not find anyone open on this play. 3rd and 9, and again, it's been a historically bad Atlanta pass rushing team this year, and now they're all revved up, right?
Right. Shotgun 3rd and 9. Hunter Lipke is in on Prescott's right. Snap is back. Good protection. Steps up. Avoids a sack. Sacked again.
Wow.
This time Grady Jarrett, who's the best defensive lineman they've got.
Yeah.
So the worst pass rushing team in the league has 2 sacks on that possession.
Coming into this game, they had 6 sacks. It literally is a historical pace for the fewest sacks in the league if they kept it up. And they've got 2 12 minutes into this football game. That's amazing.
Watching a replay, and Jarrett on a loop got away from Steele.
I thought Steele's problems were over after Hutchinson.
Not so much. Anger with trapping at his feet, gets a good punt away to Avery Williams at the 45-yard line, and then he runs into the coverage team at the 50, a 41-yard punt with a 5-yard return. So, yeah, Steele's struggling. There's no 2 ways about it. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
At the Burke Law Firm, we represent injured people and their families. We want you to know that we've actually tried personal injury cases to jury verdicts. When you find yourself in need of a personal injury attorney, make sure to ask your self-described personal injury trial lawyer if they've ever even tried a personal injury case to a favorable jury verdict. Then, if you'd like a sincere opinion on your personal injury case, call me, Trace Burke, at 677-4777.
Cowboys football and Miller Lite. What a pairing. Can cracks at kickoff. Tailgates going way past postgame. Sunday night overtimes followed by Monday morning swagger. Brisket in the smoker. Miller Lite in the cooler. America's team playing America's greatest sport. Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys football tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Miller Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas.
Is your garage door stuck or squeaky? Is it beat down or broken? Don't just live with it. Call us for service or installation. Veterans Garage Doors, where good service isn't expensive, it's priceless. From planning to installing to servicing, we've got you covered with available warranties that last as long as you own your home. Come visit our showroom or call for your free estimate. Veterans Garage Door Company. These guys are good. Call 793-9507 today.
They say on a quiet night, if you listen just right, you can hear the crops grow. Well, that's what they say. Now, we don't spend a lot of time listening to crops grow, but we sure do pay close attention to the people who grow them. We're your financial partner. In order to serve you, we need to hear you. So we listen. First Bank Texas. Together we grow. Member FDIC. Online at go2fbt.com.
Are you ready to learn a new game and invest like the pros? Don't worry, even the pros were rookies in crypto once. Blockchain.com makes buying, selling, and trading crypto easy. Invest like your icons with Blockchain.com. Back in Atlanta, they just took our time off the board there, but we've got a 7-3 Atlanta lead late in the first quarter.
At 3:14, they've got another big scoreboard right up over the bench. And
just so you know, we were in the stadium. I look across and I look to find they took it off to sell something.
Lost your landmark, but the one above the bench there doesn't go away.
Like the Giants.
Like the Giants.
Love it. Love it.
So the Falcons at the Dallas 49. Diggs at right corner, Carson at left. I'm just going to watch that. Pistol formation. This will be a zone defense. They bring a man in motion. They hand it off to Robinson. He comes right, and Odighizuwa is there to make the play. And that's for a loss of about a yard. Now, you correct me, but I said it's going to be a zone defense because when they put McLeod in motion, nobody went with him.
Yeah, typically that, and it's why teams do motion people. It gives you a little read, man zone. Not always the case, but for the most part it is. If you don't see any movement over there and people just kind of kick each other out, bounce out, it's going to be a zone.
7-3 Atlanta, 2:40 left first quarter.
Good on you, Brad Sham.
How about that? Falcons at midfield on second down. And a flag. Was there motion? Yes, there was a false start by the Dirty Birds.
False start. Offense number 34. That's a 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Ray McLeod.
As a coach, always hate it when your wide receivers get a false start.
Right.
All you're doing is looking down at the ball. Let's make an AT&T call to the sideline at Christie Scales.
Linebacker Devon Clark shaking up punt coverage. They checked in for a neck stinger. Now he's in the blue medical tent undergoing a cognitive evaluation.
Thanks very much. Second and 15 after the penalty for the Falcons back at their own 45. Cousins into the left flat to Robinson. Made a man miss. And caught from behind by Lewis. That was Overshown, who had a bead on him, heat-seeking missile. Here he comes. We're going to have a big collision. Oops, he made a miss.
And how about the play by Jordan Lewis there, Brad? So Lewis is lined up right side of the Cowboys defense. He comes off the slot. It's a blitz. And then he comes, reverses pivot, and tracks down the screen pass. Heck of a job by Jordan Lewis.
Drake London is shaken up and out of the lineup.
Remember I said last week, Brad, he just knows how to play the game? Jordan Lewis, that's a great example.
Yep. So third down, Cousins, screen on the right side to Kaderil Hodge. Brought down at around the Dallas 43-yard line by Wilson.
What do your analytics tell you here, Brad, on fourth down?
My analytics say from here, punt the ball. but they'll go for it.
Of course, your analytics come out of a book, and it's called Old School.
Who is that down there, Christy? That's the Dallas player who's injured? Jordan Lewis. Shaken up.
I should have never mentioned his name.
I mean, he's
right in front of the Cowboys bench.
Right now, he's probably the best defensive player they have without Parsons and Lawrence.
So set the scene here while they attend to Jordan Lewis. Cowboys trailing Atlanta 7-3. We've got 1:22 remaining in the first quarter. Atlanta has a 4th and 4 coming up, and they appear to be going for it.
Well, that offensive coordinator came from the Sean McVay tree. He's having a good year.
Zach Robinson is their coordinator, heck of a player, record-setting quarterback at Oklahoma State. But I do laugh. He has very limited experience as far as NFL and how these guys get promoted. But if you were ever in one of those really fancy hotels where you wash your hands in the restroom and the guy hands you a towel, if you ever handed a towel to Sean McVay in one of those restaurants, you get the job somewhere.
There you go.
A coordinator or a head coach.
And here's
soon.
A big 4th down and 4 for the Falcons. Without Drake London, shotgun to Cousins, no pressure. Throws it to the right side. Mooney caught it for a first down at the 35. Kalen Carson playing off him a little bit. You know, you'd like to say from up here, what do you say, 200 feet in the air?
Yeah.
You'd like to see Carson close on him a little, recognize what's coming, but he didn't. So it's 10 to Mooney on 4th and 4. And first down Atlanta at the Dallas 34. Drake London with a hip injury, and they're not sure he'll be back today. And so you'll hear Kaderil Hodge for him a lot. Pistol 1st and 10. Cousins handoff, Bijan Robinson coming right. Stopped for only a gain of about a yard. Ozzie Smith down the line, and Chauncey Golston, who's probably playing as well as any Cowboys defensive lineman at the moment.
You know, you mentioned Bijan Robinson. He carries that ball loose, Brad. I mean, he has not fumbled all year, but the ball is always extended kind of away from his body. Every time he has it, I think he's going to fumble it, but he hasn't.
2nd down and 8, whistle. We reached the end of the first quarter. Thank you very much. Why don't you guys go way down there where we can't see you? At the end of the first quarter, the Falcons lead the Cowboys 7-3. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
Howdy, Abilene. This is Michael Garza, General Manager with All-Star Honda. And as this weather continues to heat up, my inventory continues to fill up. I've got so many new cars, trucks, and SUVs on the ground, I'm about to do whatever it takes to get them gone. This means passing thousands of dollars of savings to all my loyal customers. I've got 4 2025 Honda Civics for no money down, $399 a month. I've got 5 2024 Honda Accords for no money down, $425 a month. And the all-new fully electric Prologue for $2,900 down and $299 a month. Now, if you need something that fits the whole family, I've got you covered there too. I've got 4 2024 Honda Odysseys for no money down and $599 a month, or at least one of my 3 2025 Honda Pilot EXLs for $599 down and $599 a month. Now that you know how hot my deals are, come on down to 1399 South Danville Drive and take advantage of my overcrowded inventory. And remember, before you buy, come give Mike a try, and I'll show you why nobody beats the All-Star team.
At 5D Custom Hats and Leather, we can take care of all your hat and leather needs. From cleaning and renovating your old felt hat to making you a new one. We got professional hat creasers in-house, so you don't have to look like everyone else. Our leather shop can custom make any of your leather craft needs. All goods made right here by hand. Don't need anything custom? We have plenty of items on hand with new inventory being made all the time. At 5D Custom Hats and Leather, 517 Oak Street, Abilene, in the great state of Texas.
Hey, this is Kyle King with Mulligan Sports Bar and Grill. We just want to invite you out this football season every Saturday and Sundays. Come watch your favorite college team on Saturdays on 15 different TVs. Wear any kind of college swag and receive $10 domestic buckets, $2 domestic drafts. All you have to do is wear a hat or a shirt or anything. The same deal goes for Sundays for the NFL. Wear your favorite team's gear and get the same specials. And don't forget, we are the official Dallas Cowboys watch party headquarters. We'd love to see you there. Mulligan Sports Bar and Grill, 1166 Ben Ritchie Drive.
Hey, Cowboys fans, grab a Miller Lite. Taste you can depend on. Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Tastes like Miller time. Second quarter, just ready to get underway here in Atlanta. Falcons leading the Cowboys 7-3. Let's get an injury update from Christy Scales.
It was good timing for a commercial break. Jordan Lewis, the Cowboy cornerback, they were checking his right shoulder. He also underwent a cognitive evaluation in the blue medical tent, passed both evaluations. He's back out on the field.
Thank you, Christy. Brad, you and me are still in the waiting room. He has had a cognitive test and checked his shoulder. And 2 minutes later, he's back on the field.
All right, Falcons going right to left. 2nd and 8, swing it in the left flat for Robinson. Fake digs out down the sideline. Lewis gets him out of bounds at around the 32. So that was a short gain and sets up 3rd down and 10. I would say this was a play the Cowboys really wanted to make. And heaven forfend they should get a takeaway.
No. What is that? What is a takeaway?
It's something the Cowboys don't get. For all the talk about Prescott's interceptions, and some of them have been bad, the real disparity comes in their complete failure to take the ball away. 3rd and 10, Cousins back. Rushed from behind, hit and sack. The ball is out. Kicked around. The Cowboys got the ball on a Donovan Wilson fumble recovery.
Ask and you shall receive, Brad Sham. Ask and you shall receive. I blame you. Why didn't you ask for this 3, 4, 5 games ago? They do what you tell them to do. You know that, right?
Yeah, not so much.
How about that?
So how about Carl Lawson getting through on the strip sack?
Well, here's one of the things, too, Brad. The Cowboys have forced 6 fumbles this year. They've only recovered 1 of them. So they've been unlucky. And it is Carl Lawson, who, by the way, he has not had a sack in his last 11 games. He's gone 11 games without a sack. Got a big one there. Obviously not all those with the Cowboys because he just got picked up this year.
And beat Jake Matthews, a good player. And then Wilson got on top of it. And so here's Dallas taking the ball back at its own 33-yard line. 1st down, Prescott in the left flat, screen to Lamb, got 7 to the 40 before Ellis runs him down.
And, you hear every week they want to run more. They haven't had their chances, this, that, another thing. And they've had 2 rushes. They've had 2 runs in this football game today.
If they want to run, you hand it off. How do you get the ball to the running back?
You hand it to him. 2nd and 3. Good opportunity to do it.
Prescott's going to be under center, coming left to right at his own 40. 3 steps, looks left, looks middle, checks it down right flat for Dowdle. Gets a block from Lipke, gets a 1st down to the right boundary and out of bounds at the Cowboys' 47-yard line. A.J. Terrell pushed him out.
Boy, they've run this play a number of times, Brad. So Dak drops back. He's looking left. If he doesn't get what he likes, they've got a swing to the right with Hunter Lipke leading it out in front of the running back. I really like that play. And again, they've run it 3, 4 times this year.
At the Dallas 47, 1st and 10, after recovering a fumble. Play action fake. Prescott throws in the left flat for 2 yards to Jalen Tolbert. The throw was low. Tolbert had to go down to get it, and by the time he was able to get up, they just touched him down.
Yeah, I think it was a little low, but Tolbert just sort of stumbles over and trips over himself to get it, and he could have caught that ball, tried to make a move, got a couple of yards anyway, but as you said, he just sort of fell over the top of it. They pick up 2.
Yeah, he got 2. 2nd down and 8. 2nd quarter just underway. Prescott under center, man in motion, play action. Swings it in the left flat for Ferguson, stumbles, gathers it in, breaks a tackle, crosses the Falcon 45 to the 44. Jesse Bates stops him 3 yards short of a 1st down.
Yeah, you mentioned Jesse Bates. Raheem Morris, the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, he is touting Bates for Defensive Player of the Year.
He's having a good year. I don't know if he's having that good a year. Yeah. 3rd down and 1.5. In Atlanta territory for Dallas. Snap to Prescott. Handoff. Dowdle. Boom. Go down. Well, he's still pushing forward. He's not going to get the 1st down. Tried to go behind Beebe. And Smith and Grady Jarrett beat the block. And the analytics tell me they're going for 4th and 1.
Yes, they are. And from here it'd be, gosh, you're looking at about a 63-yard field goal attempt. So I'm good with this.
I just looked at the replay. It was Guyton who just fanned on the block on the run 4th and 1. Prescott's changing something in the play. He's in the shotgun on 4th and 1.
Now Mike McCarthy takes a timeout. He didn't like something that he saw.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot he saw he didn't like.
Play clock was not running down. I looked at the clock. There's still 6 seconds. But, yeah, and to your point, Brad, you see Dak Prescott up there motioning kill, whatever play they had on, meaning we're not going to run that, we're going to run the other one. And apparently McCarthy didn't like any of them.
You know, you hear McCarthy say from time to time that one of the things that has been a rough road for the Cowboys offensive linemen is that they see a lot of stunting and moving, and it's hard to pick that up with no experience.
Right.
And that's what happened on that 3rd down play. Grady Jarrett looped outside, wound up on Tyler Guyton, and he had moved, and Guyton didn't pick him up quickly enough, and that's how the 3rd down play got stopped. So Prescott's now under center. It's 4th down and a really long one. Dowdle is the back. Lamb in motion. It's Lamb on a fly sweep coming right, and he's tackled for a 3-yard loss. Boy, they sniffed that out. Caden Ellis got him, and the Cowboys cannot run the ball.
You know, I think I like the play that they killed better than that one, Brad.
Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
WinStar World Casino and Resort is the casino of the Dallas Cowboys. And with over 10,000 of your favorite games, we're the place for you to be a star. You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see. Experience the ultimate in luxury at WinStar, where the opulent WinStar Spa, 36 world-class golf holes, and top-notch entertainers combine to offer you the star treatment you truly deserve.
Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
Hey, Cowboys Nation. Escape to the luxury paradise of Nayarit, where adventure meets relaxation. Discover miles of pristine beaches, the lush Sierra Madre Mountains, and vibrant coastal towns. Whether you're surfing the waves in Sayulita, exploring ancient petroglyphs, or tasting the freshest seafood in Mexico, Nayarit has something for everyone. Ready for your next unforgettable adventure? Visit Nayarit, Mexico's best-kept secret, waiting for you to explore.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Cowboy fans, this season choose Miller Lite, the only light beer brewed with great taste, 96 calories, and only 3.2 carbs. It's Miller time.
Just listen with Alltech Lansing. Perfecting sound since 1927. Shop tailgate speakers now at alltechlansing.com/cowboys. Stand tall while you're tailgating or cheering in the stands with the Dallas Cowboys collection by Lucchese. Shop the collection today online at lucchese.com. Lucchese, the official boot of the Dallas Cowboys.
When it comes time to shop for tailgate favorites, go to Albertsons and Tom Thumb. Get 10% off your groceries every Dallas Cowboys game day when you wear your Cowboys jersey. Albertsons and Tom Thumb, the official grocer of the Dallas Cowboys. 11:18 remaining in the second quarter. Falcons leading the Cowboys 7-3. And Brad, that'll be one of those. Circle that. Cowboys had the ball 4th and 1 at the Atlanta 44. They run CD Lamb on the little jet sweep, and it loses 3.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the replay of that. Mike McCarthy was even disgusted on the sideline. We could see him.
Well, and I've always said that's feast or famine. If it works, I sit up here and I say, oh, what a great call. And when it doesn't, you say, oh, why did they do that?
Falcons have had good field position all day, and they start at the 47, right to left in the black shirts, white pants. Cousins is changing this play. And he's in an empty gun, trips to the right, back to throw, plenty of time, wings it left to Robinson, who is tripped up by Overshone, the two former college teammates, but not until Bijan Robinson got a first down.
Falcons going to go on the ball here. I had a little note for you, and Kirk Cousins is ruining it. Now they huddle up. I'll wait for a bit. Yeah, and the thing about Robinson, he's really a three-down player. He can run it, he can catch it, and he can pass protect. I mean, people talk about, well, you don't use a first-round pick on a running back. Well, did you see Jahmyr Gibbs and what he did to Dallas? Same draft class as Bijan Robinson.
You do if it's that guy.
Yep.
1st and 10 at the Dallas 43. Handoff Robinson, right guard. Big hole. Wends his way down to the 35 of Dallas, another 8 yards quickly.
All right, a lot been obviously said, written about Kirk Cousins, been in the league a long time, but he is 5th, Brad, in terms of touchdown passes per game. Okay, he averages 1.8. That's 5th all-time in the NFL. You won't recognize the names in front of him, but they're Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, people usually mention Cousins with those guys.
Yeah, talk about a good list to be on.
Gee whiz.
Brady, Brees, Manning, and Rodgers.
2nd down and 2, and they're going to hand the ball off to the backup running back, Tyler Algier, who is a tremendous story. The guy is 6'2" and about 400 pounds. He's not that big, but he is built like the proverbial house, and he is a hard runner from Brigham Young, and he actually lost a couple of yards on that play thanks to Overshone.
3rd and 4 in there. You're not kicking a field goal from this distance if they can get him off on this 3rd down here. Get him off the field.
Pistol formation, 7-3 Atlanta. Cousins with a handoff to Algier. Huge hole on the left side. 30. There's a flag. Down to the 20-yard line, but I'll bet this comes back.
Yeah, it's in that area where they typically call holding.
And it is holding.
Holding. Offense number 70. That's a 10-yard penalty.
That's Jake Matthews, who's an outstanding player, had a great career, but he's having a shaky afternoon.
I'd be interested to see this one again, and we'll get a look at it. He definitely flung him to the ground at the end of this thing, and the run was right over his side. Kind of let him go? What do you think?
I think that's a dicey call.
That's a dicey call. He had him held initially, which they all do, but then he let him go. And usually when they let guys go like he just did.
And I thought Golston lost his balance. I think what the officials saw was Golston go to the ground.
And what the officials didn't know is Matthews in the NFL, that's royalty.
That's correct.
That is NFL royalty. You do not call a penalty on that.
It's Clay's cousin and Bruce's son. But that changes it and pushes it back to 3rd and 15 Atlanta.
Yeah. By the way, one of 3 first-round draft picks they have on this offensive line, and their left guard, Bergeron, is a second-rounder. Again, when you allocate your resources to one side of the ball, you should be good. They got skill positions, and they got an offensive line. They're a really good offense.
3rd and 14, Robinson back in. The ball's at the Atlanta 47. In the shotgun, and the snap to Cousins. Back 5 steps, throws it underneath. At the 40-yard line, Pitts with the catch, rolled right off. Was that Diggs?
Diggs, and Diggs is taking himself out.
Yeah, Diggs hurt his back not making the tackle. And then they rolled him out of bounds, and it's 4th and 2, and they're going for this. Diggs is trying to come back, and he is.
Cowboys have 10 guys on the field, I think. We got 3, we got 6. Yeah, they got 10 guys on. Oh, I'm sorry, there's Hooker in the back. Yeah, but they're going to take this timeout for Diggs.
Because they were
honestly, Diggs should have just dropped down when he went back on the field.
Right.
Saved the timeout.
They were discombobulated. Hey, Christy, what was the play earlier that you thought they might have had just before their only touchdown, that the Cowboys might have only had 10 defenders?
Yeah, the play that set up late in the first quarter, they had that 9-yard touchdown pass. The play right before the Cowboys were down a man, Linval Joseph came on the next play, and nobody came back out. Everyone was looking over to the sideline, and I think it's because they were waiting for Linval or another defensive lineman to come out there.
Okay, thank you, Christy. And this is interesting because Diggs is staying in the game. I don't know why he didn't just drop to a knee, and they got an injury timeout. He would have had to come out, but that's okay.
4th and 3. Cowboys used the timeout. Cousins with a change in something. Blitz, throw to the right side, and the coverage was broken, and Mooney caught it at the 15 and literally strolls into the end zone.
This is the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network. This is the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash. Fantastic. Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. But prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
.8:28 remaining in the second quarter. Falcons leading at 14-3 off of that Darnell Mooney touchdown pass. It's 4th and 3 at the Cowboys 36. They run a three-receiver bunch formation on the right side. They kind of all splay after the snap of the ball, and Diggs just couldn't fight through the traffic, and Mooney's wide open, and he led the NFL coming into today's game. He had 12 receptions of 20 or more yards. He's got another one right there, 34-yard touchdown for Darnell Mooney.
Cousins is 12 of 13 for 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. They've sacked him once and caused a fumble. It's 14-3, and Mike McCarthy talks about complementary football. That's what that was. When you don't get 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 at midfield, you give them half a field, and they took advantage of it.
Yep.
Koo's kick will go off the right upright. 2 more feet to the left, he'd had a rouge. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
KLGD, Stamford, Abilene, 106.9 FM. We are the Country Giant.
Well, we're watching a replay of the touchdown, and Babe was exactly right. They just ran a little moving screen, and Diggs got caught up in it. So Dallas takes over at its 30, desperately needing a touchdown to get back in the game. 14-3.
They need to answer it for their own mental health. Right here.
First down is going to be a run. Dowdle off the right side for a couple. Have not seen Dalvin Cook yet today. But then again, Christie was told before the game, it'll be Rico Dowdle's game. Commanders are up on the Giants, 14-7 in New Jersey.
Boy, the Giants are a bad football team, aren't they? There's a couple of them out there. Carolina. But that is a bad football team.
2nd and 8. Prescott into the left flat to Dowdle. There's a block from Span Ford, a block from Tolbert down the field. And Dowdle has got a first down before Simmons gets him. I didn't realize this till I read this. There are 9 teams in the NFL with 6 or more losses. That's more than ever at this point in the season. So when you say there are a couple of them out there,
way to confirm it.
1st and 10 at the 9. Yeah, at the Dallas 43. And this isn't one of them. Play action fake. Prescott half roll to the right. Throws to Lamb, who goes to his knees to catch it for a 3-yard gain, and then touchdown at the 48.
Remember earlier I said the first drive, the Cowboys came out, ran on the ball, and I said, and they moved it nicely, and I said, hey, they got to get back to that. Well, they're getting back to it.
Prescott under center. They'll try the fly sweep to Lamb again. This time they get some blocks. Lamb with a first down to the 34-yard line of Atlanta.
I know what you're thinking, Brad. Where was that on the 4th down call?
Well, they blocked better.
They give Mike McCarthy credit for coming back with it. right? A little bit different formation, but that's all right.
Spanford got a good block. Tolbert got a good block to the outside. They're down to the Atlanta 33. 18 yards for Lamb. Touchdown just changes the way everything feels. 14-3 Falcons right now. Lamb and Turpin in motion. Prescott back, throws a slant behind Ferguson. Off his hands, and fortunately for Dallas, falls to the ground.
Yeah, way behind
That's
him.
the first incompletion Prescott has thrown.
Yeah, I was looking earlier on those stats, and I'm like, he was not throwing complete. This just a little quick out to Ferguson. It's easy pitch and catch, and Dak just threw it behind him and high. But Dak is having a word with Ferguson like he was expecting something different. Many times, you see him, you touch your shoulder pad, say, hey, that's on me. Dak wanted a word with Ferguson.
Dalvin Cook in at running back. Prescott appears to be telling him where to line up. 2nd and 10. Prescott in the gun. Trips go to the left. He wants the ball. Snap is back. Whistle.
Too much
Somebody
time.
moved or something
delay.
went bad.
Delay a game.
Prior to the ball being snapped, delay game. Offense, it's a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
I'm not saying this as the gospel, but it looked like Cook was lined up in the wrong place, and Dak had to move him over, and by the time he got communicated with him, he'd run out of time.
Well, you said Dak wants the ball, and you probably heard it on our mic there, and Dak is saying, hey, come on. He sees the clock. Nobody else does, but he sees it. He knew it was running down.
2nd and 15. The crowd's getting into it now. Blitz look from the Falcons at the Atlanta 40. 5-man rush as Prescott escapes to his heel. There's the run. 35-30. 25 first down. 20 and out of bounds. Shoved out of bounds by A.J. Terrell. Everybody wants Dak to run. Dak ran.
Man, I know Jimmy Lake, the defensive coordinator for the Falcons, hates himself right now. They've been playing all this too deep, keeping everything in front, eyes on the quarterback. They come with the blitz, which means now you're in man, which means everybody's back is turned to the quarterback when Dak breaks the pocket. And obviously, by far, his longest run of the year may have add up to his total rushing yards all year.
Bad news is the Cowboys are in the red zone. Got the 18, handoff. Rico Dowdle worms his way through the left side. Down across the 5 and tripped up at the 2. First and goal.
Late flag comes out. Late flag, and Ferguson is signaling it's against Atlanta.
Legal use of hands. Hands to the face on the defense, number 96. After distance to goal, and automatic.
96, did he say 96? That was Zach Harrison, defensive end.
Ferguson does it all. I mean, he catches, he blocks, he officiates.
15-yard run for Dowdle.
That's his longest run of the year right there.
A good block by Zach Martin that time. First and goal at the 2-yard line. Shotgun for Prescott, left to right. Snapback flag. False start.
Wow.
This team cannot stay out of its own way.
False start. Offense number 73. That's a 5-yard penalty.
Tyler Smith, if you see the Cowboys walking down the street, hope they're wearing loafers. Because if they're wearing lace-up shoes, they're going to trip over the shoelaces.
Done. Again, I always go back to this. Joe Gibbs in Washington, when we were on the goal line, you would say goal line at the start of the play. It always meant it was on 2. He felt like the loss of the 5 yards was greater than the other team maybe been able to anticipate a snap count.
First and goal at the 7. Little shovel pass to Dowdle coming left. Got a couple of blocks at the 5. Got it back down to the 4 where Caden Ellis ran him down. 2nd down and goal.
And every time I see that, you see it a lot down at the goal line, teams jumping, it just reminds me, I have Joe Gibbs ringing in my head that he was not going to take that penalty. And a penalty down there, you're at the 2 to 1 yard line. Doesn't do you any good if they jump, right? Half the distance, so what? You get 18 inches. But you jump and it backs you up.
2nd and goal at the 3. Prescott moves under center to change the play. Now backs up into the gun. 2 receivers each way. Snap back on 2nd and goal. Good block from Guyton. And Prescott has to avoid pressure. Runs into his blocker. Runs at the 10. Flips it in the end zone. And Dowdle hung on despite contact. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Oh, my. D. Alford had this ball. The safety for Atlanta. It's in Dowdle's hands. He bobbles it up in the air. As it pops up, Alford's got it, and then as Dowdle is on his back, he is literally on his back, the ball just comes back down to him like an angel from the heavens.
It is the Miller Lite first touchdown of the game. Steele was right in the way. Prescott literally ran into him.
That was wild.
That was a crazy play, and I believe Rico Dowdle is our guest on the Cowboys Hour tomorrow night.
Well, look at you. He had his longest run of the year. Now he's got a touchdown reception.
And Brandon Aubrey on for the extra point with 4:01 left in the half. Aubrey's kick is good, and it's Atlanta 14 and Dallas 10. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we've spent 80-plus years in the business of fun. Expert fishing fun. Early morning hunting fun. Late night, need new cleats before tomorrow morning's game fun. Relaxing fun. Mouth-watering fun. So whatever fun adventure you're gearing up for, you'll find it for less at Academy Sports and Outdoors and at academy.com.
Hey, Cowboys fans, come get game day ready at Kendra Scott and shop our new Dallas Cowboys-inspired jewelry collection, loved by America's team and worn by America's sweethearts. Experience both fashion and fine jewelry, fit for another winning season. Visit any of the Dallas-Fort Worth Kendra Scott stores or kendrascott.com to shop for stadium-ready jewelry, including custom color bar styles designed to cheer on every touchdown. Cheer on the Cowboys in style this season only at Kendra Scott.
Stand tall while you're tailgating or cheering in the stands with the Dallas Cowboys collection by Lucchese. Shop the collection today online at lucchese.com. Lucchese, the official boot of the Dallas Cowboys.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste and only great taste.
The Miller Brewing Company would like to issue a correction. Miller Lite is brewed to be less filling. What are you doing here?
Miller Lite tastes great.
Look, I'm just reading the script. It says less filling.
That's not what my script says.
Well, mine says...
We'd like to apologize for the previous announcers. Miller Lite is in fact less filling and tastes great. Time to shine, legal guy.
Celebrate responsibly. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Beer. 96 calories and 3.2 grams carbs per 12 ounces. Fewer calories and carbs than premium regular beer.
Why do 89% of Cowboys players have a Sleep Number smart bed? Because they need a bed that adjusts to their individual shape, position, and temperature preferences to help boost recovery time. Sleep Number does that. Game-changing sleep is life-changing. And now, during our Veterans Day sale, save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys go 9 plays and 70 yards for the touchdown. Rico Dowdle with the touchdown reception. 4:01 remaining in the second quarter. Cowboys pulled it within 10-14 of the Atlanta Falcons. Hey, there's breakfast, then there's Whataburger breakfast with items like the honey butter chicken biscuit, taquito, and breakfast on a bun. Served 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. And our Whataburger play of the game, Brad, was going to be C.D. Lamb, who ran for 18 yards. That was the longest rush of the year for the Cowboys until Dak Prescott ran for 22, and that became the longest rush. And then Rico Dowdle goes for 15, and that was his longest run of the year. So in the one drive, the Cowboys had their 3 longest rushing plays of the season. That's your Whataburger play of the game.
Aubrey's kickoff to the offensive right. McLeod from the 5 brings it out across the 20. Good coverage, knocks him out of bounds at the 23. 3:55 left in the second quarter.
And can I give a shout out to one of our faithful listeners, Brad?
I wish you would.
Joe Willie Laufenberg and his buddy Trevor Clark went to South Dakota on a hunting trip. They are driving back from South Dakota to Denver as we speak, listening to our broadcast. So hello to Trevor Clark. You know, you mentioned those 9 teams. He's a New England Patriots fan. So he's got one of those losers on his bucket.
What season is it that they went hunting for?
Pheasants.
Did they get any pheasants?
And if you brought a pheasant in here right now, I would not know what it looks like. Just so you know, I guess they got some pheasants.
Falcons at their 22. Cousins in the gun, swings it in the left flat for Bijan Robinson, who tripped over the 20-yard line.
That ate him up, didn't it?
Turf Monster got him at the 20.
That ate him up.
Well, if you're doing that, then I'll say hello to Craig Prengler, who's driving back from a big fraternity reunion in Austin. He doesn't have any kids in school there anymore. This is from 37 years ago when he was in college.
Oh, I love it. And Craig is listening?
Craig's driving back.
Okay,
He said he was
exit 353 is a Czech bakery. You get me a dozen cinnamon rolls there. Okay, Craig? 353 is the exit.
I'll pick him up during the week and deliver him next Sunday. Second down and 11 and a half. Cousins in the backfield. Three-step drop. Throws a quick out to the right side to Mooney, who is wrestled down by Carson and Overshone.
Overshone is the guy you hear hitting it at the end of it. Boy, he came in and laid a pop. I will say quickly, too, Brad, you're a radio guy. You grew up listening, as did I. And so I told Joe Willie, man, I'll never forget, I was driving back from Yellowstone one day, and I was listening to the World Series, and Vin Scully was doing it because the Dodgers were in it.
Did he say hello to you?
No, he didn't, but I said, 3 hours passed my drive. It was at night, and I didn't even know I was driving. It was so great.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, you're not Vin Scully.
Thank you, son.
Love you, too.
Here's a big one. Third down and 8 for Atlanta at their own 25. Cousins in the gun, back to throw. Whips it out to the left across the 30 to McLeod. Fumble. He got a first down, and then he's down by contact with a first down at the 35.
The ball came out, and he got back on it. And it's like I was saying, coming into this game, the Cowboys had forced 6 fumbles, but they were only able to get on top of one of them.
Kendricks, as spotter Brian Dansell points out, Kendricks reached in and gave it the peanut punch, and the ball was out of his hands and bounced right back up into McLeod's hands. So we've reached the WinStar World Casino and Resort 2-minute warning with the Falcons leading 14-10. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
A game day without Nature's Own looks like burgers without the buns. Hot but no dogs. All butter, no rolls. It's foot but no ball. All right, maybe not that far, but game days certainly aren't the same without Nature's Own. Make game day delicious with Nature's Own, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys. And be sure to enter for a chance to win season tickets to the Dallas Cowboys at nature'sownbread.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply. See nature'sownbread.com/tickets for more details and official rules.
This football season, the Dallas Cowboys and Carter Blood Care are working together to address the important need for blood donations. Donate blood in November or December and receive a Carter Blood Care branded blanket. Your contribution can make a significant difference for local patients. To make an appointment, call 1-800-366-2834 or visit carterbloodcare.org. Visit carterbloodcare.org today to help save lives.
Cowboy fans, this season choose Miller Lite, the only light beer brewed with great taste, 96 calories, and only 3.2 carbs. It's Miller time.
Hey, Cowboys fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savannah. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Back in Atlanta and back at the 2-minute warning of the first half. Atlanta leading Dallas 14-10. Let's give you our Reliant scoring recap. It was the Cowboys who struck first, got themselves a field goal. Then it became 7-3 Atlanta, 14-3 Atlanta, and then Rico Dowdle with the touchdown reception to pull the Cowboys to within 14-10, and that's where we stand, and that is your Reliant scoring recap.
And it's a 1st and 10 for Atlanta at their own 35. Handoff to Algier, coming on the left side, a little head of steam. Gets him almost 5 at the 39.
All right, Brad, we've got 2 fourth-round quarterbacks out there today. Both guys drafted in the 4th round. They are 24 of 26 combined for 3 touchdowns and no interceptions.
And their yardage numbers are almost identical. Cousins has done a great job of parlaying free agency into a couple of huge contracts.
I've got something for you in a moment.
2nd and 5, back to throw and out to the left side, incomplete. There was good coverage by Diggs that time on Mooney, and it's 3rd and 6. This would be a big one for the Cowboys to get him off the field because you got 1:26 right now. Dallas with a couple of timeouts.
One timeout. Yeah.
One timeout.
Burn a couple.
And they're going to get the ball to start the third quarter, the Cowboys. So go ahead.
No,
you were going to talk about the contract.
Well, just when Cousins signed that break the bank contract, it was 3 years and $84 million. Everybody said, "What
with
is
Minnesota
doing?"
Yeah.
And now that's a bargain basement. Oh, that's your backup.
This is an important play in this game. Third down, 6. Cousins back here. They blitz him. They picked up the blitz. They rush him anyway, and they sack him at the Dallas 35-yard line, and that sack looks like it's going to Lawson again. For crying out loud, he hadn't had a sack.
11 games coming in here. Have not had a sack.
And now he's got 2.
Cowboys take a timeout. That is their... Again, that is their last timeout. They had to burn a couple earlier.
They blitzed Wilson, and the right tackle, Caleb McGarry, did a good job of picking that up, but it made Cousins come off his read and move in the pocket, and that gave Lawson time to get through for his second sack. So the Cowboys will have over a minute, no timeouts, trailing 14-10.
You know what they do have also? Brandon Aubrey. So as soon as Kayvon fields his punt, it's a field goal opportunity.
Pinion kicks it way deep. Turpin back and fields it at the 5 on the left sideline. Dances up the sideline. Look at him across the 20.
Good return.
How about that? Gave him a chance. Got it out from the 5-yard line to around the 23. That's one where you want to say, no. Good job, Kayvon.
And I say that somewhat facetiously about Brandon Aubrey, but you're watching a game on television, which we hope you're not right now. We know you're not because you're listening to us, but you know how they put that stripe out? This is where the team needs to go for the field goal. Where do you put the stripe for Brandon Aubrey?
Well, you put it at about the 50, maybe the 45.
Who's 45?
Well,
no, I mean
inside, maybe yours.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know where the limit is on his range. I really don't.
I've told him I think he's going to go 71 at some point this year. 17-yard punt return.
You won't settle for just 70? Like it just can't have a 7 in front of it?
For Davion Turpin, that was a big return. And Prescott from his own 23 in the gun. No timeouts. Good block from Guyton at left tackle. Throws it over the middle. Caught by Lipke at the 30. Wrestled down at the 31. Time clicking from 58. Prescott calls the play.
Lipke is the only running back in there right now.
2nd and 3. Bunch 3 on the right. They blitz. They pick it up. Lipke picked it up. Throws down the left side. Caught. Lamb in a contested catch at the 40-yard line, and he's slow to get up, but he's fine.
Yeah, he is slow. He's
holding his shoulder and rib cage on the right side.
Heck of a catch, though, by C.D. Lamb. Yeah, he's hurting a little bit.
30 seconds, but they've got the ball at the Dallas 40. They're getting close to butter range. Snap to Prescott, back and looking, throws it left. Ferguson at the 42, and the Falcons stop him at the 43. Simmons, the other safety, makes the stop.
Boy, 15 seconds and counting. They want to clock this.
Lamb is off the field, and Prescott has to use it down to clock it with 8 seconds left. So the down and distance is a little less important with 8 seconds.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 7. The ball is at the Dallas 43. Lamb is now getting attention from the athletic trainers.
You can't catch this ball in the field of play. You won't have time to get a second play off. So everything has got to be to the sideline. Atlanta's going to take a timeout and think about this and figure out how they're going to run it.
This is too far, isn't it? 43.
Add 18. Yeah, Christy?
Yeah, so C.D. Lamb had taken himself off the field. As you mentioned, it looked like he landed on that right shoulder awkwardly, came over and was moving his arm, and the athletic training staff and Dr. Cooper went up to talk to him, and he just walked right past him, put his helmet back on, and is back in the huddle now.
It would be like a 75-yard kick, wouldn't
it? You got 8 seconds. It's 3rd down.
They got to guard the sideline.
Yeah, you got to try to get an out. If it's not there, you throw it into the stands.
Snap is back. Clock is running. Throws it to the left sideline and threw it into the Falcons bench because he saw he didn't have anything.
Yep.
So you're going to have Aubrey try? Or are you going to go? No, not.
Nah, I think he's just
It's too far.
Boy, let me just tell you, though, if they got 5 yards,
oh, yeah.
I mean, you're throwing them out there. Fourth down, couple of options here. You can throw the Hail Mary, but you're not going to be able to get the ball into the end zone. But the other thing you'll see here...
Unless you're playing the Bears.
Unless you're playing the Bears. You can just have Dak take it, throw it up high, throw it to the sideline, and have the 4 seconds run out. Atlanta's going to take another timeout. Let me explain that again to you. So instead of coming back and punting, you just max protect. You roll Dak out of the pocket. He throws it up, I mean, as high as you can throw it, as far as you can throw it, into the stands. You can run 4 seconds off that way. But they appear to be spreading it out a little bit. And maybe you try to hit something in the seams and see if your guy can take it and run. Remember Tyreek Hill, Kansas City?
Sure.
Against the Cowboys. One play and
at home.
He went through all 11 defenders. Caught a little short pass and took it from there.
4 seconds and a half. 4th and 7 at the Dallas 43.
You just don't want anything bad to happen here.
Correct. Back to throw. Slant over the middle to Lamb at the 50 and brought down. Would have had a first down, but the clock runs out.
He dropped it.
Oh, he dropped the ball?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't get a catch. All right, well, at least they closed the half on a somewhat positive note. Got the touchdown, got him off the field, had another chance, and Cowboys will have the ball to start the third quarter. It's time for the Jim Beam halftime show.
Oh, you know what it's time for? Carvel ice cream.
Your ice cream? Would that be your second one of the day?
I am.
But I'm not counting. 14-10 Atlanta at halftime. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Dallas Cowboys fans know a thing or two about legacy, commitment, and loyalty. That's why Kohler is our proud partner. With more than 150 years of craftsmanship, leading-edge design, and innovation, Kohler kitchen and bathroom products stand out and stand the test of time, just like our Cowboys. Go ahead, experience the Kohler difference firsthand at your local Kohler store or showroom, and explore more at Kohler.com. Again, that's Kohler.com.
Hey, Cowboys fans, when you stay at Omni Frisco at the Star, you stay at the official hotel of your favorite team. We built this place just for real fans like you. Smack dab in the middle of the Star, world headquarters of the Dallas Cowboys and their 12,000-seat practice stadium. Walk in and it's like waking up in cowboy heaven. You've dreamed of a place like this, and now you can dream in a place like this. When you're looking for a place to stay, stay in the game at Omni Frisco at the Star, the official hotel of the Dallas Cowboys.
Why do 89% of Cowboys players have a Sleep Number smart bed? Because they need a bed that adjusts to their individual shape, position, and temperature preferences to help boost recovery time. Sleep Number does that. Game-changing sleep is life-changing. And now, during our Veterans Day sale, save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
And we're going to overtime.
Erica, how much have I spent on concessions?
For questions about their money, Dallas Cowboys fans can turn to Erica, the virtual financial assistant in the Bank of America mobile banking app. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/Erica by your side. Bank of America, official bank of the Dallas Cowboys. Erica responses may vary. Digital tools featured require downloading the mobile banking app and may only be available on select mobile devices. Erica is a mobile feature only available in the English language. Your chat may be recorded and monitored for quality assurance. Message and data rates and additional terms may apply. Bank of America, N.A., member FDIC.
Cowboy fans, this season choose Miller Lite, the only light beer brewed with great taste, 96 calories, and only 3.2 carbs. It's Miller time.
This is the halftime show on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network. Brought to you by AT&T, the official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Dr. Pepper, raise your Dr. Pepper glass to America's team. It's a pepper thing. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, driving access to better health through it all. American Airlines, proud to be the official airline of your Dallas Cowboys. And by blockchain.com. Make your crypto play today. Now, your hosts, Brian Broaddus and Zach Wolchuk.
It is halftime, presented by Maker's Mark Bourbon. Enjoy a little taste of Kentucky in Cowboys Nation. 14-10, Falcons leading the Cowboys at the half. Zach Wolchuk alongside the Super Bowl winning scout Brian Broaddus. For the first time this year, Cowboys defense forcing a punt on the opponent's first possession of the game. Cowboys then got up 3-0 on a 34-yard Brandon Aubrey field goal. Atlanta answering right back. Drake London with a touchdown reception to make it 7-3. They had another touchdown in the second quarter. Darnell Mooney, 36 yards on a fourth down play from Kirk Cousins, wide open to make it 14-3. And then a 9-play, 70-yard drive that included the longest run of the season by any Cowboy, and it was a 22-yard scamper from Dak Prescott, resulting in a 3-yard touchdown pass. One of the craziest touchdowns you'll see. Rico Dowdle bobbling the ball, able to get it on his back in the end zone. 14-10 is your halftime score. Your early thoughts, Brian?
Yeah, nothing easy for this Cowboys offense, though. You know, Atlanta, though, giving you some opportunities to throw the football. You have to find a way to protect, which for the most part, Dallas says the back-to-back sacks were just killer right there. And the fact that they didn't get into field goal range at the end of the half to maybe double dip this thing, I think will play out as something that we'll look back and say, man, that was a lost opportunity there.
Absolutely. I mean, the clock management there, definitely something you can look back on. The Ferguson throw, you end up losing a lot of time there. I wondered that Bijan Robinson play on the Atlanta possession. It looked to me like an incomplete pass, which would have stopped the clock, could have saved about 30 seconds. Now, Atlanta did end up getting a first down afterwards, but I don't know, hindsight. I mean, there's a lot of things in this game. The Turpin return, you have the ball at the 46-yard line, you end up getting that called back, Schoonmaker the penalty. Now you're starting at your own 16, you go 3 and out.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing right there, though. It just seems like that, we mentioned this, Dallas does nothing. It's not easy. I mean, you just, the way that they play on a weekly basis, it's such a thin line. Whether, they have success or it turns into failure. And, even the sideline management stuff, the use of the timeouts, when they have to use the timeouts, the uncertainty of guys on and off the field. Unfortunately, the touchdowns they give up, the touchdown they give it to Moody, that very well could have been because of Diggs not practicing all week. Here they're going to run a special blitz. They're going to play that bunch coverage, and they're going to run a blitz off that coverage, and then Diggs not knowing where he needed to be in the fit. And unfortunately, though, it ended up being a huge play for the Falcons.
Rico Dowdle running the football well, 8 carries, 43 yards. He's averaging over 5 yards a catch, as it is a free Rico Sunday here, as it's clearly his backfield today. We'll have to monitor the second half rushing success. And you're right, Cowboys finally have a chance to get the ball to start the second half. Maybe they can do something with it.
Maybe so. And you mentioned about Rico Dowdle running the football. I mean, he's got the exact same stat line as what Bijan Robinson has. So if they can continue to kind of do some things in that direction, maybe have be able to hang their hat on a couple of plays or two running the ball, if they can somehow get a lead in this thing and maybe kill some clock. But Atlanta is going to be difficult to play defense against.
Our halftime score is 14-10. This is the Jim Beam Halftime Show, and you're listening to the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
Hey, Cowboys fans. Ready to tackle a new career? We're Garda World, the official security partner of the Dallas Cowboys, and we're scouting for top talent to add to our lineup. We've got positions available at iconic spots like AT&T Stadium, the Star in Frisco, and more. Ready to join our winning team? Huddle up and head to Garda.com/careers. With Garda World, you'll be a part of the best defensive line in the security business, trusted by America's team. Again, that's Garda.com/careers.
WinStar World Casino and Resort is the casino of the Dallas Cowboys. And with over 10,000 of your favorite games, we're the place for you to be a star. You shine star, no matter who you are. Shine bright to see. Experience the ultimate in luxury at WinStar, where the opulent WinStar Spa, 36 world-class golf holes, and top-notch entertainers combine to offer you the star treatment you truly deserve.
Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
Go behind the scenes at the home of the Dallas Cowboys with AT&T Stadium Tours presented by SeatGeek. See what makes AT&T Stadium a unique, world-class facility by taking a VIP guided tour. Check out the owner's experience or indulge in an exclusive art tour. Walk through the locker rooms, step on the playing field, check out the contemporary art collection, and more. There's something for everyone. Book your tickets today. Visit attstadium.com/tours for tickets and information.
The Cowboys are back. It's game time. And now you can get in the game with a new Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery.
Play for a shot at $100K. And enter for a chance to win wild Cowboys prizes like season tickets, VIP suite experiences, and draft day war room experiences. Make every day game day with Dallas Cowboys scratch tickets. Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
Hey, you know having a game plan to stay healthy this season shouldn't be complicated, right? Yeah. That's why Baylor Scott & White Health makes it easy to get the specialists, services, and support you need all in one place, all on your schedule. So you can leave all that running around to the boys on the field. Stay connected to your health 24/7 with the My BSW Health app from Baylor Scott & White Health. The power to live better.
Zach Wolchuk alongside Brian Broaddus, 14-10. Falcons leading the Cowboys at half. It is official. Drake London, Falcons wide receiver, has been ruled out the rest of the game with a hip injury. Brian, your thoughts on the second half? The Cowboys are going to come away with their fourth win of the season.
Yeah, they're going to need to find a way to get some more pressure. Carl Lawson's done a pretty nice job of rushing the pass there. Matthews has had some trouble with him. It's going to have to be, some of these balls have been kind of getting knocked out. Kendricks punches a ball out. Fumble in the flat by Robinson. Dallas has got to get on some of those loose balls. They're going to need a turnover here. They probably need a cheap touchdown here along the way if they can to maybe seal this thing off if they can.
Yeah, you mentioned Carl Lawson. That was his first full sack and forced fumble as a Cowboy. His first forced fumble since 2022 when he was playing with the New York Jets. Dak, your halftime leader, 13 of 17, 102 yards and a touchdown. We mentioned Rico, 8 carries, 43 yards. Jake Ferguson, your leading receiver, with 4 for 51.
Yeah, I got to think real quick here, too, about who is going to be the primary receivers now for Atlanta. Maybe think about putting Diggs on that guy. Ooh. Travel with him a little bit.
I like that a lot. All right, we got a lot coming up here in the second half. Of course, Brad, Babe, and Christy will take you home. Then we'll have post-game for you. It's halftime at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Falcons leading your Dallas Cowboys 14-10. Dallas Cowboys football will continue here in just a moment.
And we're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for and there they go. Almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Game day.
Yokiero, guacamole, salsa, and queso. Visit your local grocery retailer and grab a package or two for your home gating party. Second half, just about ready to get underway here. Dallas Cowboys will have the football first. Falcons leading it right now 14-10, and I thought, Brad, overall, pretty good football game for the first half.
Oh, yeah, there's stuff going on, and it's there for either team to win. Let's go down to Christy.
They're going to be without Tyler Guyton, at least for the start of the second half. The Cowboys rookie first-round pick, the left tackle, the neck, they were working on him on the sideline late in the first half. checked him out at halftime, so not going to start this series in the second half. Questionable return.
Okay, thank you. Does that mean Tyler Bass to left guard and kick out Tyler Smith again?
Unless they put Awesome Richards out there.
That's what they have done.
Yep, we're about to find out.
Yep. Well, that's not good.
No, and he'd had a couple of good moments. So, Cowboys are going to have the ball first, trailing 14-10. We got a tweet said to me of Mike McCarthy slamming a tablet down and breaking it after that CeeDee Lamb run did not work. Excuse me, there's a kickoff out of bounds for a touchback. And it will be Awesome Richards coming in at left tackle.
Wow, how about that? Okay. So we have had TJ Bass going to left guard, and they kicked Tyler Smith out to left tackle, but switching it up here today.
Well, I think they did not like the idea when they did that of changing two positions.
Yeah. It's always a thing you struggle with as a coach.
But Awesome Richards, I'm not sure he's had much action from scrimmage, played a lot on special teams. Dallas will be at its 30. Somebody move.
No, Dallas will be at its 25.
False start, offense, number 78. That's a 5-yard penalty.
That's Steele. That is the 4th Dallas penalty. Steele's struggling. Awesome Richards from North Carolina. Second year. 4th round pick a year ago. All right, Dallas from the 25, 1st and 15. Little fake pass, Dowdle on a draw. Good block by Beebe out in front. And he got 10 of the 15 yards to the 35 before being stopped by Justin Simmons, the safety.
Yeah, and how about that? They run right over Awesome Richards' side there on that left guard position.
Richards had a good offseason. He bulked up. And he said in training camp, he said, it's a whole different world for me now. I kind of know what I'm doing. 2nd and 5, snap to Prescott. A little draw play, and they go to Lamb with a flare in the left flat, and Tolbert missed the block, so Lamb was spilled by the nickel corner D. Alford, and here's 3rd and 5.
You know, Brad, it's only in football where you can say he had a good offseason, he bulked up.
Yes. Yes.
The NFL and Bears going into hibernation, that's good for them.
Cowboys are a robust 0 for 4 on 3rd down. Big one on the first possession of the 3rd quarter. Tolbert motion to the right, snap to Prescott, pressure coming. Beebe got beat, he throws it right to Ferguson, caught a yard or 2 short of the 1st down.
They're not going to think about this, are they?
I hope not.
Yeah, I think it's a solid 2 as opposed to a 1. And like Brian Anger's heading out there.
Punting team will come out.
Good.
So really, I mean, the penalty didn't help. But
no, it doesn't.
But they made it back,
well, your fallacy of the preordained hit, things would have been different. But if you don't have the 5-yard penalty, you make the first down
that's
there,
correct.
And you're not at 4th and 2.
Brian Anger will punt for only the 2nd time. Avery Williams waits at his 15. Oh, fake punt! Anger throws it. Interception dropped at the 40-yard line because the intended receiver,
C.J.
Goodwin, fell down.
Yeah, but that was going to be a pick 6. I mean, it was going the other way, and it was an easy interception. Easy. And he just dropped it. But they'll still take over the ball now at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
That was Natrone Brooks, who just came up off the practice squad.
You know, and in case you're wondering, seeing it and listening to us, there is no pass interference on the defender on the outside gunners. So you can never have pass interference out there. You can get a hold, but so you're seeing him shove C.J. Goodwin around, but you, again, can't have pass interference when they're going against the gunner right there.
And again, the Cowboys give up half a field. More. Falcons at the Dallas 38, handoff Bijan Robinson starts right, comes left, goes back out right, breaks a tackle, gets 5, gets 6. Damone Clark in on the defense made the stop.
All right, look at those fake punts, Brad, and obviously you're going to run them from your side of the field. They're not very effective if you're punting from the other team's 40. They have the defense out there, the safe punt team, whatever you want to call it, but sometimes, you know, they can lose you a game. They may not win you a game, but they can lose you a game. So you just got to hope the Dallas defense can hold up from here.
2nd down and 2. Pistol formation. McLeod in motion to the right. Cousins gives it to Robinson coming on the left side. They got that blocked up, and he's got an easy first down before Diggs makes the tackle. Here are the Atlanta starting field position lines today. They're 30, they're 22. The Dallas 49, the Atlanta 47, they're 22, and the Dallas 38.
Going to win a lot of games when you start your drives at those field position numbers.
The Cowboys' best starting field position has been their 33 after recovering a fumble. Shotgun pistol formation and handoff to Robinson coming right. They get that all blocked up. Robinson 10, 15, 17 yards. Finally run down by Kendricks.
Boy, doesn't he just seem to have a really good feel? I mean, He's slow. He's letting it develop. He lets it develop. He gets a seam, and boy, he can hit it.
And again, they're defending the Garda World red zone. Yeah, he's patient. I don't know if he's slow, but he's very patient. Reads the block, and they just block everybody in a white shirt on the line of scrimmage.
Want me to jinx this for the Falcons? Okay. Cowboys have not had a red zone takeaway. Only team in the NFL to not take the ball away in the red zone. So here it comes.
Falcons, this is a goal to go at the 9. There's a fly sweep to Robinson, and Overshown, his former college teammate, blasts through and drops him. No gain. 2nd and goal from the 9.
One thing the Falcons haven't really hit the Cowboys with, and sometimes it's effective down in here because you get man coverage, but is the screen. They've been a big screen team, but really haven't run a bunch in this ball game.
They won't have Drake London for the rest of the afternoon. He's got a hip injury, went out early in the game, one of their top receivers, and London won't be coming back.
And their number 1 guy in the red zone.
Yes, sir. 2nd down and goal at the 9 for Atlanta, right to left. Back is Cousins. Time, throws it in the end zone, caught. Ray McLeod appeared to get away from Donovan Wilson, wide open for the Atlanta touchdown.
Yeah, wide open, and Cousins had all day to find him back there. He wasn't the intended receiver, I should say the primary target. Cousins is looking left. Doesn't find what he wants over there, and McLeod is coming all the way left to right across the formation. And again, Cousins just has all day. Look at this pocket we're seeing. I mean, it's 7-on-7. He's too good to give him that kind of time.
Yeah, but the Cowboys are a poor pass rushing team. And Koo, the extra point, puts Atlanta up 21-10 with 10:23 remaining in quarter number 3. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savannah. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Want to learn a new game? Blockchain.com helps make crypto less complicated. Everyone's a rookie in crypto, so invest like your icons and visit blockchain.com/cowboys.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste and only great taste.
The Miller Brewing Company would like to issue a correction. Miller Lite is brewed to be less filling. What are you doing here?
Miller Lite tastes great.
Look, I'm just reading the script. It says less filling.
That's not what my script says.
Well, mine said.
We'd like to apologize for the previous announcers. Miller Lite is in fact less filling and tastes great. Time to shine, legal guy.
Celebrate responsibly. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Beer. 96 calories and 3.2 grams carbs per 12 ounces. Fewer calories and carbs than premium regular beer.
WinStar World Casino and Resort is the casino of the Dallas Cowboys. And with over 10,000 of your favorite games, we're the place for you to be a star.
You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see.
Experience the ultimate in luxury at WinStar, where the opulent WinStar Spa, 36 world-class golf holes, and top-notch entertainers combine to offer you the star treatment you truly deserve.
Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
It's hard for me to talk with my microphone up at the top of my head. The failed fake punt turns into Kirk Cousins' third touchdown pass. And it's 21-10 Atlanta. You want the good news?
Yes, please. I would love some.
You told us that the New York Giants are a bad team. And spotter Brian Dansell, doom scrolling during the break, found out that in the first half, which they trailed Washington 21-7, they had -8 yards passing. And the good news is the Cowboys play the Giants on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Never mind those pesky 2 games, 3 games in between.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Never mind that they've got 5-2 Philly and 6-2 Houston. And then Washington.
Never mind those.
Give me a little Giants little number here in a minute, Brad, if I may, after this kickoff.
Koo kicks off. Turpin backpedals, watches it go out of bounds for a touchback. Dallas will be at its 30.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
When you talk about, so the Giants are at home. They're an awful football team. So Daniel Jones, of course, the Giants' beleaguered quarterback, if we can use that term. He's lost 6 in a row at MetLife Stadium. He would tie the longest mark for a quarterback losing home games at 7 if they lose today. You know who he'd tie? Daniel Jones.
Oh, hate to hear
Poor
that.
guy.
All right, from the 30, Prescott fires it over the middle, a little slant to Tolbert for a quick 10 and a first down. 12 yards, actually.
Let's get an injury update from Christy Scales.
Tyler Guyton has re-entered the game at left tackle with that sore left shoulder. Just missed that first series, and the Cowboys are going no huddle.
Thank you, and thank you. Dalvin Cook getting another series at running back and taking the handoff, coming on the left side. Guyton got him a little block, and he's chased down by Ellis after about a 3-4 yard gain. I mean, it's as bad as this has been, and it has been.
And it has.
But it's 21-10, and you're one good possession away from being right in the game.
I know you have been, but you haven't been watching the NFL if you haven't seen how quickly these games change.
However, let's have a false start first.
False start. Offense number 87. That's a 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Ferguson, Prescott saying, please don't do that.
You know, Dalvin Cook got brought up last week. He didn't even know he was playing.
I knew when y'all knew. I knew when they hit Instagram. I knew. That's why you just got some different roles. You got to take every week the same way. Prepare like you're going to play every week.
He found out he was active on Instagram.
Shotgun and a draw to Cook, who apparently did know that he was playing this week. Got the ball up across the 40 to the 45.
I was so tickled this week that he said, yeah, I looked at Instagram. That's how I found out I was active.
It's different. Listen, it's a different place. 3rd and 7. Cowboys 0 for 5 on 3rd down. Might be 2-down territory in the middle of the 3rd quarter, depending how close they get. 3rd and 7. Snap is back. Pick up the blitz. Throw it to Lamb right on the stick mark. And it'll be close for whether Ellis tackled him before or after he got the first down.
I think he's going to be about a yard short. No question the Cowboys will go for it at this point.
Yep.
But I know there's 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, but this is a huge 4th down.
Isn't it?
I mean, you're talking about field position again for Atlanta. You already pointed out the great field position they've had. Well, they'll have some more if they don't convert here, the Cowboys.
It's a short one. Flag.
Cowboys are going to get 12 guys in the huddle.
12 players in the huddle on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty.
They huddled up, and Dalvin Cook apparently was not in this personnel grouping. He comes off the field, but again, You can't huddle up with 12. Wow.
Well, you can.
Wait. Yes. Wow. Now I think it's going to force the Cowboys to punt.
Yeah. That is the kind of mistake that losing teams make, and it's the kind of mistake they've been making. And Cook just apparently didn't realize
apparently
that he's got to come out of the game.
You have all these different personnel groups, and you're trying to shout it out what you're in, and either he didn't hear it, didn't get the note, or didn't know he was on it. No matter what, it's not good.
Anger will punt this one. High. Williams, fair catch call at his own 15, lets it hit. Rolls inside the 10 and the 5, and Goodwin knocks it down at about the 1-yard line. Former Atlanta Falcons C.J. Goodwin after a 53-yard punt. Cowboys back on defense. 7:42 remaining to be played in quarter number 3 with Atlanta leading Dallas 21-10. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
Howdy, Abilene. This is Michael Garza, General Manager with All-Star Honda. And as this weather continues to heat up, my inventory continues to fill up. I've got so many new cars, trucks, and SUVs on the ground, I'm about to do whatever it takes to get them gone. This means passing thousands of dollars of savings to all my loyal customers. I've got 4 2025 Honda Civics for no money down, $399 a month. I've got 5 2024 Honda Accords for no money down, $425 a month. And the all-new fully electric Prologue for $2,900 down and $299 a month. Now, if you need something that fits the whole family, I've got you covered there too. I've got 4 2024 Honda Odysseys for no money down and $599 a month. Or lease one of my 3 2025 Honda Pilot EXLs for $599 down and $599 a month. Now that you know how hot my deals are, come on down to 1399 South Danville Drive and take advantage of my overcrowded inventory. And remember, before you buy, come give Mike a try, and I'll show you why nobody beats the All-Star team.
At 5D Custom Hats and Leather, we can take care of all your hat and leather needs. From cleaning and renovating your old felt hat to making you a new one. We got professional hat creasers in-house, so you don't have to look like everyone else. Our leather shop can custom make any of your leather craft needs. All goods made right here by hand. Don't need anything custom? We have plenty of items on hand with new inventory being made all the time. At 5D Custom Hats and Leather, 517 Oak Street, Abilene, in the great state of Texas.
Hey, this is Kyle King with Mulligan Sports Bar and Grill. We just want to invite you out this football season every Saturday and Sundays. Come watch your favorite college team on Saturdays on 15 different TVs. Wear any kind of college swag and receive $10 domestic buckets, $2 domestic drafts. All you have to do is wear a hat or a shirt or anything. The same deal goes for Sundays for the NFL. Wear your favorite team's gear and get the same specials. And don't forget, we are the official Dallas Cowboys watch party headquarters. We'd love to see you there. Mulligan Sports Bar and Grill, 1166 Ben Ritchie Drive.
The creators of Buffalo Casino Games bring you Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat. Find America's team on and off the reels now at a casino near you. Do you have a gambling problem? Please contact 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over. 7:42 remaining here in the third quarter. Atlanta leading the Cowboys 21-10. But Brad, they start. The Falcons do now at their own 1-yard line.
Cousins under center, standing in the end zone, gives it to Algier, and Diggs is down in the box to help make the tackle after just a 1-yard gain at the 2. And I know this sounds stupid considering what we've been telling you about the way the Cowboys are playing. You got a quarter and a half to play. You're a turnover or a stop and a good offensive play. And this is not the 85 Bears they're playing. They can climb right back in the game if they'll get out of their own way. Second down, handoff Algier at right end. And a nice play by Wilson and Wheat. Tyrus Wheat getting a little shoving match. Someone's helmet rolled off.
It's Donovan Wilson.
That was Donovan Wilson. Fortunately, his head was not in it.
He made a big shot here, and after his helmet flies off, he's still clutching on. He's still trying to make the tackle. He doesn't have a helmet. I believe it was Kipling that said, if you can keep your helmet while all around.
Well, it was close to that. Something like that. This could be a really game-changing play.
Yeah. Yes. Huge play.
3rd and 5 for the Falcons at their own 6. Cousins in the gun with Bijan Robinson started on his left, and now Robinson moves up right behind the center. They snap it to Cousins. He throws it out of the end zone. Mooney caught it, slipped away from Carson, running to the 20, to the 23, and a first down.
Yeah, Mike Zimmer came after him. They came with a zero blitz, 6 guys. They had them all up on the line of scrimmage, and Cousins just gets the ball out before they can get to him. Good job by Cousins. It just, again, really quickly, and then Carson missed the tackle over there at the corner, and I think he was going to, he would have been short of the first down.
Yeah, and you know, Carson was a good tackler in training camp. I think that injury,
4 weeks.
Yeah, the injury and the time off, I think, slowed him down.
Yep.
From the 23, handoff, Bijan Robinson coming on the right side. Kendricks comes flying in from the backside of the play, makes the stop at the 25 after a gain of 3.
Boy, that was a little deflating. Kendrick's a little slow to get up, but boy, if they get that third down stop, they're getting the ball right around the 50.
Then they'll have good field position for the first time.
That hurt.
That was not good.
And again, Zimmer came after. He said, I'm not going to play back and let you read this out. But Cousins, really good job of getting the ball out.
5:10, clock running in the third quarter. 2nd and 7, pistol formation. Tight end motion right. Cousins toss left to Bijan Robinson. Tackle missed behind the line of scrimmage. And he's finally forced out by Jordan Lewis, just short of the first down. The problem that Zimmer has is he knows he doesn't have 4 men that can get to the passer.
Yes.
So if you want to put pressure on, you've got to send 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And then you've got to hope that your safeties who are not covering anybody and your corners who are not tackling anybody will be able to rally to the cause.
And let me just say, he does have 4 men that can get to the cornerback. The problem is none of them are suited up.
Yeah, that's true.
Micah and Tank Lawrence and
Sam Williams
Nealon,
and Marshawn Nealon, yeah.
He's got 4. They're just not in uniform.
3rd and 4, Cousins back, standing, going deep down the right side. Mooney cannot make the one-handed catch with Jordan Lewis draped all over him, and that was big because they will still get decent field position. Just cost a couple of minutes.
Boy, and Jordan Lewis just man-to-man in the slot to the right of the Atlanta offense, left of the Dallas defense, and good coverage on Mooney. Mooney tries to one-hand it, little corner route to the right side, tries to one-hand it, and just can't bring it in.
A lot of us forget Jordan Lewis was an All-American at Michigan as an outside corner. That's where they drafted him. All right. It's going to be a
come after this punt.
They sure are. The snap is back. They don't get anywhere near it. Pinion's kick wobbles, hits at the 30, takes a Dallas roll up across the 35. So they will have decent starting field position. One good drive, boys. You're back in the game. We've got 4:11 left to play in the third, and Atlanta leading 21-10. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
There is less than 1/100th of an inch of motor oil protecting your car's engine. Friction and heat causes engine oil to experience thermal breakdown, weakening its ability to protect the engine and its parts. Lucas Heavy-Duty Oil Stabilizer is specially formulated to resist thermal breakdown, protect vital engine parts, and extends the life of your engine. It also stops smoking, knocking, and internal oil consumption in worn engines. Lucas Oil, the official oil of the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, the Oranges really need to capitalize here if they want to win the Family Room Championship. There's the snap. Hyper Blue is going for the blitz. Here's Energetic Orange, dropping back, looks long, throws, and touchdown! SW6887 Naval with the 39-yard catch to defeat the Blues.
Ask Sherwin-Williams and bring home the color of your team spirit. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store today.
Fly to Philly, take off to Tampa, depart for Denver. Following your team on the road is more rewarding with the American Airlines Advantage program. Your flights and everyday spend not only earn you miles toward your next trip, but also loyalty points toward Advantage status. All the more reason to purchase both a home and away jersey. With status comes great benefits like priority boarding, free checked bags, and complimentary upgrades. Not a member? Enroll for free today at AA.com. American Airlines, you are why we fly. Terms and conditions apply.
The Cowboys are back. It's game time. And now you can get in the game with a new Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery. Play for a shot at $100K. And and enter for a chance to win Wild Cowboys prizes like season tickets, VIP suite experiences, and draft day war room experiences. Make every day game day with Dallas Cowboys scratch tickets. Must be 18 to hold and play responsibly.
Want to learn a new game? Blockchain.com helps make crypto less complicated. Everyone's a rookie in crypto, so invest like your icons and visit blockchain.com/cowboys.
Back in Atlanta, 4:11 remaining in the third quarter. Falcons leading at 21-10. And Brad, here's something I came across, but I guess I should have known it. You know, Dak Prescott is the longest tenured quarterback with any team in the NFL. Now, there have been
in the NFL.
Now, Aaron Rodgers obviously has played longer.
Yeah, but with the same team.
Same team.
Goodness.
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
I feel like Dak just got here. I guess I'm old, too, so
yeah, both.
That happens.
All of the above. First down, Rico Dowdle, the running back, takes the handoff, breaks 3 tackles, spins up the middle, and has almost 10 yards.
And here they go, Brad, back on the ball. This has been good for them when they go no huddle and have this little tempo offense, and they're going to it right now.
They started at their own 39-yard line. And now Prescott sneaks for the first down, which I'm not sure we've seen that all year.
Yeah, maybe that's why they went with it right there on that yard. The no huddle, I should say. He just said, hey, let's get up. Boom.
Again, it feels, he got picked up 3, by the way. It feels completely out of reach, but it's not. It's 21-10.
Telling him that fake punt, I think, took a lot out of this football team. Making it.
Didn't help. From the Atlanta 49, Prescott in the shotgun. Back on his right, that's Dowdle. Stamps his foot second time. Snap is back. Little play fake to Dowdle. Rolling to his right. Looking. Deep shot. Down the right sideline. Tolbert over his head. Through his hands. Covered by A.J. Terrell. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Dallas Cowboys radio network.
KLGD, Stamford, Abilene, 106.9 FM. We are the Country Giant.
With that last play, Brad, they were trying for a big play. They rolled Dak right. They sent C.D. Lamb on a deep over right to left, and they thought they'd get the big play, and that's what Dak was looking for. But Atlanta did a good job of covering him up.
2nd and 10, shotgun. Prescott with a little bit of time, now pressured. Now runs right, now runs left. A block from Ferguson downfield. He crosses the 45-yard line of Atlanta down to their 44. Ebiketie, the linebacker, tackles him. 4 down territory, I promise. Well, unless they want to take 3 points.
Yeah, they're a long way from 3, even from here. It's a 60-something yard kick for Aubrey. I got a feeling that Mike McCarthy, the head coach, is telling Mike McCarthy, the play caller, you got 2 plays here, Mike.
0 for 6 on 3rd down.
That's not good, Brad.
Nope. Draw play to Lipke, coming right, and he's got, does he know? He burned right on the stick mark.
Oh, he's right on it.
Oh, let's see where they say the ball went down.
Yeah, they're saying first down. Brian Schottenheimer was on the Cowboys sideline signaling first down, giving the officials some help. What a magnanimous gesture on his part. But they do give the Cowboys the first down. You know, they ran that, remember last week, 35 against San Francisco, and we thought, what are they doing? Same play.
The first down.
Same play. This time he gets it.
At the Atlanta 39. Back to throw, steps up in the pocket, avoids pressure flag. Running to his right, crosses the 35 to the 32. This will be a hold. Who held? What white-shirted fellow?
I think Tyler Guyton is
holding. Offense number 60, that's a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah. First down.
Are there, is he 3rd most penalties in the league?
Well, I know that's his 7th holding penalty. I'm not sure where that ranks. It's got to be right up at the top, obviously. You know, and it's funny, he did not wear those big, long white sleeves that he had worn before. And I even asked somebody about that. Those white sleeves show up on those black jerseys, any dark jersey. And if I would tell somebody, hey, cut those things off or wear a different color.
1st and 20. Back at the 50. Changing the play. Empty gun. Snap to Prescott. They run a stunt. He runs up out of the pocket and is tackled near 1 yard short of the line of scrimmage. Will that be a sack, Mr. Thomas? Yes.
Is that sack number
By Caden
3?
Ellis.
Is that this team
Number
had
3.
6? Atlanta had 6 sacks coming into the game. As a matter of fact, they didn't have a single player on the team, Brad, who had 2 sacks. There were 68 other players who had 2 sacks in the NFL in one game. In one game.
A lot of player movement, a lot of shifting along the line. The offensive line couldn't pick it up. 2nd and 21.
Got to just try to get back 10 of it here.
Snap to Prescott. Time deep to the right sideline. Oh, is that a catch?
What a catch.
Jalen Brooks caught that one falling down. He had contacted the defender, who then fell off him. And Brooks on the ground, as we see a replay, makes the 10-yard catch.
And I'm not sure what happened to Dak there, but he just didn't get anything on that ball. I don't know if his foot slipped out, but it was hanging out there going to the right sideline. And Brooks with a heck of a catch to go down and get it.
3rd and 10 at the 39. Probably 4-down territory. Snap to Prescott. Blitz. Got rid of the ball just in time to avoid the Judon sack.
Well, they were trying to set up a screen to Ferguson on the right side, so Ferguson lets Judon by him. But that's one of those things you just got to navigate that defender out there. You know he's coming free. You got to figure out a way to get your arm angle in such a fashion that you can get it out to him, and Judon just knocks it down.
Here comes Aubrey to try one from 57. Left hash at the Atlanta 47. 57. This would be a pound of butter. Kicks away from 57. Plenty of leg. Pound of butter.
9 straight from 50 yards. That's amazing.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, as the quarter comes to an end, and it's Atlanta 21, Dallas 13. It's a 1-score game. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Apply now to the University of North Texas Dallas Cowboys online MBA in Sport Entertainment Management. This unparalleled graduate degree combines UNT's high-caliber Tier 1 academics with a world-class business expertise of the Dallas Cowboys. Designed for the working professional with immersive in-person boot camps and online courses, the program can be completed in 12 to 24 months. UNT, a proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
The time for compromise is over. Revolutionize your tool crib management and job site productivity with Neuron, Hilti's new all-in-one cordless tool and battery platform for professional contractors. Intelligent 22-volt batteries deliver unmatched power for light to heavy-duty jobs while collecting data insights to help you make more informed decisions, control costs, and find tools faster. Neuron, one cordless platform for all.
The Cowboys are back. It's game time. And now you can get in the game with a new Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery. Play for a shot at $100K. And enter for a chance to win wild Cowboys prizes like season tickets, VIP suite experiences, and draft day war room experiences. Make every day game day with Dallas Cowboys scratch tickets. Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
Hey, Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry. Even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Stand tall while you're tailgating or cheering in the stands with the Dallas Cowboys collection by Lucchese. Shop the collection today online at lucchese.com. Lucchese, the official boot of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back in Atlanta, 4th quarter getting ready to get underway. 21-13 Falcons. Let's make an AT&T call to the sideline at Christie Scales.
And Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott has just made his way into the blue medical tent on the sideline. He's in there with Dr. Cooper and Dr. Moeller. Not sure what they're working on yet, but Dak getting checked out on the Cowboys sideline.
Thank you so
Chris.
much.
I believe that's the first time this year that anybody.
That's my memory, yeah. That's my memory.
I don't know. Did he hit his hand on Judah on that screen where he's trying to get the ball out?
Well, as badly as they have played and gotten in their own way, the Cowboys are in a one-possession game.
Yep.
They need another turnover. They actually have a takeaway today. They have their best rushing day, 120 yards. But Aubrey's 57-yarder has brought them within 8. Now he'll kick off. Williams and McLeod are the twin safeties. They're not really twins. I always loved it when you heard him say that. They're not twin safeties. There are just 2 of them. 21-13 to start the fourth quarter. Aubrey punches it to the offensive left. Williams from the 5 up to the 25 and taken down by Lipke. At the 35-yard line, we get an injury update from Christy.
Yeah, so Dak Prescott, they're doing an ace bandage wrap over that upper right thigh. Not sure if it's groin or hamstring or quadricep. Meanwhile, on the kickoff return, have a Cowboy player down on the field. We'll check out what's happening on the field now.
Well, there'll be no more running for Dak today.
See, should have never run. You know what's going to kill Mike McCarthy, among other things? I know he's not going to be happy with his own decision on the reverse, then on the fake punt. But they've had 5 pre-snap penalties, the Cowboys. I forget I think he calls them competitive penalties, but, you're going to hold, you're going to have those type pass interference, and those happen. But 5 pre-snap penalties are just unacceptable.
The player down for the Cowboys is
Wanye Thomas, I believe.
Maybe. We'll find out, and Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
Animal Health and Medical Center considers you a part of the family, and family takes care of each other. Your pet's dental health can often get overlooked, but it is so important. Poor dental health can lead to heart, kidney, and liver disease. Animal Health and Medical Center has all the equipment to keep your animals happy and healthy, with full-service dental care, including digital x-rays. Schedule your routine cleaning before it leads to a bigger health issue. Come and join our family at Animal Health and Medical Center.
Call and make an appointment for your 4-legged family member at 325-695-7140.
When it comes to finding the right vehicle for you, there's no better place than Lawrence Hall in Abilene. For over 34 years, Lawrence Hall in Abilene has been the place to find the best from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. And that is still true today. Great products and great service, too. So the next time you need a new car, truck, or SUV, come see us or shop 24/7 at LawrenceHallAbileneOnline.com. Voted Abilene's best new car dealer for over 28 years by you, our customers.
1983 introduced us to many things, like CD players and the first version of Microsoft Word. That same year, here in Abilene, 3 brothers had a dream of opening a feed store that focused on customer service and integrity. Today, that dream lives on as the foundation of Jackson Brothers Feed and Seed, the go-to store for farm and ranch, pet, lawn, and garden supplies, as well as gear for hunting, showing animals, and so much more. Jackson Brothers Feed and Seed, 3818 South Treadaway and 249 South 11th Street.
At the Burke Law Firm, we represent injured people and their families. We want you to know that we've actually tried personal injury cases to jury verdicts. When you find yourself in need of a personal injury attorney, make sure to ask your self-described personal injury trial lawyer if they've ever even tried a personal injury case to a favorable jury verdict. Then, if you'd like a sincere opinion on your personal injury case, call me, Trace Burke, at 677-4777.
4 remaining in the fourth quarter. Falcons leading the Cowboys 21-13. Let's go to Christy Scales for an injury update.
Yeah, Wanye Thomas, the backup safety and special teamer, knocked woozy on kickoff coverage there. Did not go to the blue medical tent, went directly to the Cowboys locker room, and he's going to undergo a cognitive evaluation.
Yeah, and he didn't do it under his own power either.
I think I can evaluate him from here, Brad. He's concussed.
Yeah, no question. All right, the Falcons will start at their 35-yard line. Coming left to right, play action fake by Cousins all day. Throws it underneath the Robinson 35-40. Dives forward to Lewis, gets him off his feet with a first down.
Man, Cousins is such an accurate passer. He really is a good passer. Matter of fact, he has just as many touchdown passes as he has incompletions in this game. He's now 17 of 20, and he's got the 3 touchdown passes.
Gain of 11 on that pass to Robinson. Now pistol formation at the Atlanta 45. Cousins is changing the play as the Cowboys show him a blitz and a coverage change. And they send McLeod in motion out to the left. Fake to Robinson, back to throw, standing and looking, avoids a sack, sidearm throw caught at the 50. Robinson running away, people diving and missing, feathers flying in the air, and Bijan Robinson takes that pass down to the 26.
Well, it's just too much time for Kirk Cousins back there. He goes to scramble at the end of this thing, and he only scrambles because he can't find a receiver. He's got plenty of time initially. And as he goes to scramble, he says, oh, look at here. There's that number 7, Bijan Robinson. Maybe I'll just have him run it. I think he's a little faster than me.
41 yards in receptions in the last 2 plays for Robinson. And now at the Dallas 26. And here's a reverse. Fly sweep to the right. McLeod crosses the 25. Bounces off 2 defenders who then bounce off each other. Overshone and Lewis, and then Odigizua and Kendrick stop him at the 19 after a gain of 7.
Well, this drive just feels like one of those that Atlanta's got it going on, doesn't it?
Spotter Brian Dansell says safety Israel Mukwamu limps off. And second down handoff, Robinson coming on the right end. They close it down. Close for a first down, might have it. At the Dallas 15-yard line, Linval Joseph with the tackle. Sticks move.
Now, the guy we have not heard from in this game, and he's standing over on the sideline, but it's Kyle Pitts. He's got 1 catch for 11 yards, and he hasn't even been in on this drive.
How about that?
So I don't know what's wrong with him. Again, he's got his helmet on. He looks ready to go, but if he were ready to go, he'd undoubtedly be in there.
Falcons in the red zone. Pistol formation at the 16. And the snap back to Robinson. Turns the corner. Trip by Carson at the 11-yard line. 2nd and 5.
You know, and in fairness to Carson, he gave up some passes early. And, you know, when you're out for 4 or 5 weeks like that, it just doesn't come right back to you. And you can practice all you want. You can do all the rehab. You can do all the drills. You can look at all the tape. But it moves at a different speed once you get out there.
You have to play. 2nd down and 5. Atlanta at the Dallas 11. 11:44 remaining. Algier, the running back, and Cousins will give it to him, and he'll plow right up the middle. Close for another first down. Maybe inches short at the Dallas 6.
Yeah, I think inches is right. Oh, they moved. They gave it to him.
Oh, they did.
That seemed like a...
Oh, that was generous.
That was very generous.
That was generous. All right, here we go. 1st and goal at the 6. Handoff Algier coming to the right side. Plowing to the 2, to the 1, to the goal line. Touchdown. Carried about 4 white shirts with him. Touchdown for Tyler Algier.
Boy, and Kirk Cousins come off the field here, Brad, just jumping up and down, pumping his fists. He looks like a rookie playing in a preseason game. He is excited. Let's get an injury update from Christy Scales.
The Cowboys will have to rally without Dak Prescott out the remainder of the game with a hamstring injury.
Why did we go to Christy? Why did we?
So that we would know that.
But we wouldn't have, maybe he wouldn't have got hurt.
No, he was already hurt.
Wow.
Extra point coming from Koo. Kick is blocked.
Bobbled.
The snap was bobbled. And Pinion, the holder, tries to throw it Garo Yepremian style out in the right flat. Falls incomplete, so no extra point. 11:08 to play. Dak Prescott injured. Falcons lead 27-13. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Hey, time out. Now, everybody knows being a Cowboys fan means staying on top of your game. But taking care of you isn't just good for you. It's good for your whole team. And the MyBSW Health app from Baylor Scott and White Health makes it easy to schedule checkups, screenings, and more. So you're ready for every tailgate. You said you manned the grill, remember? Schedule your next appointment through the MyBSW Health app from Baylor Scott and White Health. The power to live better.
Ashley is proud to call Dallas home. Just like the Dallas Cowboys unite our city, we believe your personal style brings your home to life. From furniture to decor, Ashley has everything you need in one place, making it easy to achieve your dream home. Explore incredible styles and budget-friendly options, perfect for creating a space you love. Ashley is here for you, serving the Dallas community. Proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys Nation is big because everything's bigger in Texas. And Reliant has the energy to power it all. From home field advantage to home sweet home, Reliant has Dallas Cowboys fans all across the Lone Star State covered for every electric moment this season and beyond. Reliant, proud to be the official energy provider of your Dallas Cowboys.
Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
Hey, Cowboys fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Are you ready to elevate your barbecue game? Matt Pittman of Meat Church here, the official pitmaster of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit meatchurch.com, your ultimate destination for the freshest rubs and seasonings and barbecue supplies.
A connection may be all that it takes to change a life, launch a business, or change a story. The power to connect is the power to change. AT&T. Connecting changes everything. 11:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. Atlanta on that touchdown pushes their lead up to 27-13. In case you just heard, Dak Prescott now out with a hamstring injury. Ezekiel Elliott never made the trip. So the two prized possessions, Brad, from that 2016 draft, one never got here, and one isn't going to finish.
We can see in a replay that Prescott hurt that hamstring just pushing off the pass.
I wonder if that was the throw to Brooks.
Maybe.
Because remember I said it came out funny and he looked like he didn't get anything on it? I think that's what happened.
Kuz kick over the head of Turpin through the end zone for a touchback, and the Cowboys will be at the 30 with 11:08 to play, trailing 27-10, and Cooper Rush comes in at quarterback, and you could see on that replay that when Dak pushed off, not a contact injury, pushed off to throw the ball, and he grimaced in pain, and his leg kind of buckled under him. So here's Cooper Rush for his first meaningful competition of the year from the 30. And, of course, a few years ago when Prescott was out for a while, Rush stood out in his opportunity. He throws a slant out to the right side to Ferguson, caught it for a 3-yard gain.
And if my memory serves me correct, Brad, which it rarely does, it was Cooper Rush who beat Kirk Cousins at Minnesota.
In Minnesota, you're so right.
In that 5-game stretch, so maybe he can do it again. Got a little more doing to do.
Yes.
Down 14.
Right, but he just won't do it in Minnesota. 2nd and 7 at the Dallas 33. Little draw to Dowdle. Breaks free. First down. Tackled at the 42. Good block by Zach Martin in front. Landman, the backup linebacker, made the stop. One thing that they know about Cooper Rush, he won't be nervous. He'll be excited, but he'll be calm and in control. Snap back to Rush. Hand off to Dowdle. Breaks a tackle, pushes forward, across the 45. You kind of smiled when I said that he won't be nervous.
No, he's not. He's a very calm fellow. And, the other thing he's going to have 4 downs every time it's no longer 3 downs to get a first down, it's 4.
You bet.
Down 14, 10 minutes, clock running down.
It's the best rushing day as a team for the Cowboys this year. 2nd down, close to 6 at the 45. Snap to Rush. back and throws a deep ball down the right sideline, back shoulder to Lamb, but he was well covered by A.J. Terrell.
Cowboys got an illegal formation, so that'll be their 6th pre-snap penalty. I think it's illegal formation. I think they're asking Raheem Morris, the Falcons head coach, if he wants to decline this, which he may.
Illegal formation on the offense. Number 60 was in the backfield, didn't report. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Was in the back, so it's where Guyton lined up.
And didn't report. I like that.
And didn't report? Oh, well.
He was never going to report.
Yeah,
it wasn't one of those deals.
Right.
He became an eligible receiver by lining up so deep.
So it's 2nd and 11, and the Cowboys back up to the 40. 9.5 minutes left in the game. Rush in for the injured Prescott. Back to throw, slant left, bounces off Lanoy, and falls incomplete instead of being picked off by Alford.
I don't know what happened there, because he had Lamb and Lanoy right in the same spot there. That's not the way you design them. And C.D. Lamb got drilled at the end of this thing, but yeah, they had 2 guys in the same spot. I'd have to assume that Lanoy was wrong. I'd like to think C.D. Lamb, being around it as long as he has, wouldn't be in the wrong position, but whatever it was, that was not the way it was designed. It was not the way it was
and Lanoy both come out. 4 downs.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
From their own 41, 3rd and 11.
Got to make some here, though. Got to make
Snap
something.
back to Rush. Pressure.
I think it's the right decision here.
And Bicchetti with in the league.
Yeah, they had 6 coming in 8 games. They played 8 games. They had 6. They've got 4 today.
Wow. Guyton kept him out for a while, but no longer than that, and it will be a punt from Anger. Very high. Williams calls for a fair catch. Makes it at the Atlanta 14. Good punt. Not looking good now. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
Chris Domine is a husband and a father. Chris is an athlete. Chris is even an Iron Man. But 10 years ago, Chris was facing a very different story because his kidneys were failing.
Basically, the doctor said, if you don't get a kidney transplant and if you don't do dialysis, you are going to die.
Fortunately, Chris received a second chance at life, made possible by an organ donor.
You know, your well-being changes from loss of hope to better times ahead.
More than 100 million people in America are registered organ, eye, and tissue donors. People of every age and ethnicity, because they believe it's the right thing to do. Imagine what you can make possible by leaving behind the gift of life. Learn more and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I push through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The Dallas Cowboys and Tequila Herradura know the difference between great and extraordinary. Great is making the playoffs. Extraordinary is doing it 36 times. So when you toast America's most extraordinary team, choose the world's most extraordinary tequila. Tequila Herradura. extraordinary awaits. All right, so Brad, you wrap a bow around everything that's happened today. Can you do that for me?
Sure.
Do that for our audience.
The Cowboys are 1 out of 9 on third down, 8 penalties. They actually have a takeaway and have not turned the ball over, but they've just gotten in their own way all day. How's that? Atlanta from its 13. Robinson takes the handoff, and Overshown comes blasting into the backfield to throw his old college teammate for a loss.
Overshown is one guy who has shown up in this game, no pun intended. I mean, he's made plays. He's such an explosive player. I always like Mike McCarthy said, maybe it was in the preseason or training camp, but he said he gets everywhere fast. And it's a great description because all of a sudden you see a guy open or looks like he's going to make a big play, and Overshown just comes out of nowhere to get the tackle.
Bob Thomas says 5 tackles for Overshown today. Here comes 2nd and 14. Little flare in the right flat from McLeod, and he is run down by Overshown.
Oh, who's now slow to get up. Who has not gotten up, period. Now he
does,
up.
Yeah. Hooker helped him with the tackle.
Now
Overshown's back down on one knee.
Wow.
He's right there by the Cowboys sideline, but he was shaken up.
Didn't need that.
There's a lot of things that have happened today that they didn't need.
Or deserve, but as we all know.
Like your second bowl of ice cream.
But I deserved it. I didn't need it.
Deserved's got nothing to do with it.
I don't know why I deserved it, but I did.
Overshown up, and head athletic trainer Jim Maurer walks him off the field. He seems to be fine. Rub some dirt on it and get back in is what they would have said once upon a time. Third down for the Falcons.
Now
and 7.
Now they say rub some ground-up tire into it because that's what's
yeah, because that'll be good for you. Yeah. Philadelphia Eagles next Sunday at AT&T Stadium at 3:25.
Yeah.
They'll play the late game today against the Jacksonvillians.
They scare me only in the sense that they seem to be getting better. Last year they kept getting worse. Yeah, and I think they were playing without Brown, without A.J. Smith. So they're getting their people back on offense.
Falcons 3rd and 7. Cousins in the gun. Back. Leofau coming. Leofau hits him as he throws it out incomplete. Good pressure on the blitz from the rookie linebacker from Notre Dame. And now Leofau is into it with a couple of other guys. Kendricks getting picked on. Leofau coming to his aid.
And it's an incomplete pass. It's an incomplete pass, but if you're downfield, all of a sudden you see the ball running around the ground. You don't know that it was thrown, fumbled, what. So they go to pick it up, and then that started the little fracas.
Which ended quickly.
Yeah.
Bradley Pinion will punt it away to Turpin. We've got 8:03 to play, and the problem for the Cowboys is that they're behind by 2 touchdowns, 27-13.
It's a 2-possession game. They're going to have good field position here after this punt. Maybe Turpin gets them a nice 10, 15 yards here, and you start at the 50. You like that idea?
It's not impossible.
Like that idea?
Sure. Snapped to Pinion. Kicks it away to Turpin. Catches it at the 29. Comes right. Gets a block. Far sideline. 35-40 sideline. Turpin still going before he's run out of bounds across the 50. Kind of like that?
Well, something like that. That's what
26-yard punt return. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Are you ready to elevate your barbecue game? Matt Pittman of Meat Church here, the official pitmaster of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit meatchurch.com, your ultimate destination for the freshest rubs and seasonings and barbecue supplies.
Cowboys Nation, it's a new football season, and that means it's time for all new gear. Just head to the Pro Shop, your official store of the Dallas Cowboys. Score classics like your favorite player jerseys, tees, and hats, plus exclusive collections and unique accessories. The Pro Shop has more Cowboys gear than anyone in the game. Visit your local Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop or go to shop.dallascowboys.com. A Fanatics experience. That's shop.dallascowboys.com.
If you shout, "How about them Cowboys?" you have that undeniable passion that's the heart of Cowboys Nation. And if you like to drink Dr. Pepper, you love the unique blend of its 23 flavors. Together, your one-of-a-kind fandom, paired with the one-of-a-kind taste of a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper, is the game day lineup that can't be beat. Better yet, gather your Cowboys and Dr. Pepper fan friends to watch the next game and crack open a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper for everyone. The wins will be even tastier. It's a pepper thing.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste and only great taste.
The Miller Brewing Company would like to issue a correction. Miller Lite is brewed to be less filling. What are you doing here?
Miller Lite tastes great.
Look, I'm just reading the script. It says less filling.
That's not what my script says.
Well, mine says.
We'd like to apologize for the previous announcers. Miller Lite is in fact less filling and tastes great. Time to shine, legal guy.
Celebrate responsibly. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Beer. 96 calories and 3.2 grams carbs per 12 ounces. Fewer calories and carbs than premium regular beer.
Apply now to the University of North Texas Dallas Cowboys online MBA in Sport Entertainment Management. This unparalleled graduate degree combines UNT's high-caliber Tier 1 academics with a world-class business expertise of the Dallas Cowboys. Designed for the working professional with immersive in-person boot camps and online courses, the program can be completed in 12 to 24 months. UNT, a proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
7:52 remaining in the fourth quarter here in Atlanta. Atlanta leading the Cowboys 27-13. In case you just joined us, Dak Prescott injured in the fourth quarter, hamstring injury, so it's Cooper Rush's ball game. And Brad, Cooper Rush did not basically play in the preseason, and I really thought that was a mistake. I said so at the time because he's not Joe Flacco. He doesn't have 140 starts under his belt. I really felt like he needed the work in the preseason, and I know every quarterback, wants that work when you're not the starter in the preseason, but here he is.
From his own 44, throws it underneath to the 50. That ball's caught right at the bottom of the Falcons logo by C.D. Lamb. Let's go down to Christy Scales.
Yeah, Grady Jarrett, arguably the Falcons' best defensive player. The defensive lineman who's going to miss the rest of this contest with a sore Achilles. Meanwhile, Cowboy linebacker DeMarvion Overshown undergoing a cognitive evaluation in the blue medical tent.
Yep, and by the way, thank you, Christy. And the pass was incomplete. I thought he'd caught it, but apparently hit the ground, so it's 2nd and 10. Rush in the gun. Dalvin, is it Cook or Dowdle? It's Dowdle, the running back. Snap back to Rush. They block it up. He runs out of the pocket. Throws on the run downfield to Ferguson, who made a contested catch in front of Bates, the excellent safety at the 43 of Atlanta.
Yeah, I said at the top, Atlanta does not give up the big play. Cowboys do not have a pass play of 20 yards in this football game.
Rush back to throw. Underneath to Dowdle at the 40, 35. Tackled by Ellis, 2 yards short of the 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and I do like what Cooper Rush is doing here, Brad. You have 7 minutes. You have all 3 of your timeouts. You have a 2-minute warning. You don't have to just score here in 30 seconds. Check it down. Again, check down, first down, touchdown.
Trips to the right, he looks left. Now over the middle. Ball for Lamb, broken up by Bates. Lamb has caught 4 today. He's been I'll bet he's been targeted twice as many times.
Well, he gets up and he's holding that right arm and shoulder. He's kind of dangling it. He'd injured it earlier in the game, and he gets up very slowly. And again, he's working out that right arm, right shoulder.
He is not feeling good. 3rd and 2. Lamb is in the game, comes in motion to the right, snap to Rush, throws it to Lamb for a first down on the right side at the 31, and then driven down. Boy, he's in discomfort.
Yeah, he's laboring with that shoulder. But one thing whatever you want to say about C.D. Lamb, and we know he's a heck of a player, he is tough. Do not question this man's toughness.
First down at the Atlanta 31. The 30, make it the 30. Snap to Rush. Back looking left, looking right. Throws it underneath to Lipke.
That was ugly from the get-go, wasn't it? I mean,
and I believe, and he lost 3 yards, and I believe, Lamb is really struggling. I believe it was because Terrence Steele was unable to block his guy, and the guy got right up on Cooper Rush in a hurry.
Now the Cowboys trying to figure out who to get out there. C.D. Lamb exited the field and looked like
Yeah, well,
now we're going to have Guyton with a false start.
False start.
False start. Offense number 60. That's a 5-yard penalty.
Turpin came in for Lamb, and he and Tolbert were on the left side, and Brooks on the right side, and now Turpin leaves, and Lamb comes back after they give up the 5 yards.
Yeah, and in fairness to Guyton, everything was everywhere. You know, they're trying to get this thing settled in. Cooper Rush doesn't know where to snap count. The officials coming back, holding up the ball again because they're exchanging to let the defense match up. That was tough.
2nd and 18 at the Atlanta 38. Rush throws it underneath to the 32 to Lamb, who's driven down immediately by D. Alford. I'll promise you Lamb won't practice Wednesday.
I'm going to promise you won't Thursday, Friday. No. But no, he's hurting.
Time,
he's hurting.
Yeah. 3rd and 11 at the Atlanta 31. Rush is back. Time, deep ball down the right side for Lamb. Can't make the catch with Alford covering him, and Lamb comes up just grabbing his arm, his elbow, his shoulder. He cannot stretch his arm out.
Yeah, that's really going to hurt because he's got that right shoulder, and as he goes, he lays out for the ball. He dives for the ball. So now you've got no cushion, nothing to break your fall. Boy, great throw by Cooper Rush. I mean, do you see that as a drop?
Well, can it be a drop? Yeah. He's getting bumped by the corner.
Yeah.
But he's got the ball in both hands. Now he's laid out.
That is a perfect throw by Cooper Rush. Did not get rewarded for it.
No, and Lamb can't go back in the game.
He's in such pain. He may not be able to see straight. And I mean that literally.
Yeah.
He may not be able to see.
The athletic trainers get him out of the game. No, you're right. He is in real pain. And it's 4th and 11. So, hey, Cooper, we're going to take your best receiver.
Yeah. Now you're sitting there and go, who do I want to go to? I tell you the guy, you've got Turpin over there in the right slot. Too small a target.
I'd throw for Tolbert.
I'm going Ferguson. I'm going to figure out a way to get it to Ferguson and let him muscle in. Now, I know you can't, the defense is going to dictate it, but Ferguson would be my guy if I'm Cooper Rush.
He's in the right slot.
If I can get it.
4th and 11. Snap to Rush. 4-man rush. Throws it deep out. Down to Turpin at around the 16. And he could not make the catch.
Yeah, I put it on him, too.
And he did have Tolbert open behind him, but Rush did the best he could.
Tolbert open behind him, yeah.
There was somebody. I thought it was Tolbert.
See, those little guys, I always say it, the farther they get away from the line of scrimmage, the less effective they are. That's why I wanted a big body on 3rd and 11.
I agree completely, and that's why I had that thought last week when they ran the 2 deep balls to Tolbert, one of which...
To Turpin?
To Turpin, yeah. One of which he was just muscled off.
Yeah.
And the other one he needed to catch in the 4th quarter.
I'm trying to get a replay here for us, and they're not giving us one, but... All right, 5:20. Down 14.
Yeah, so the Cowboys have lost Prescott and Lamb today. And Turpin kind of had his hands on it. Yeah. Alford forced it out.
Good play by Alford, but just got out-muscled for the ball.
Right.
That happens when you're 5'7".
Atlanta at its 32. Cousins will give it to Robinson. Starts right, cuts left. Runs by Hooker, runs by Golston. Stopped by Wilson after an 8-yard gain.
Alford made the play there. He's from... One thing about doing these games, I find out colleges and universities that I didn't know existed. He went to Tuscaloosa. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Tuscaloosa. Had you ever heard of it, Brad?
No. Not till I was researching.
Yeah, I looked it up. And it's in Tuscaloosa, Tennessee. I don't know if you saw Tuscaloosa play Newberry, Limestone, or Mars Hill.
Neither.
Because they're all on the schedule.
Neither.
And here you got this really, really good professional football player coming out of Tuscaloosa University, but good for him.
2nd and 4. Falcons got 6. Robinson in the pistol, handed to Robinson.
Whoa.
And he is blown up by Donovan Wilson on the blitz, and he tackled both Robinson and the blocker. And I guess the Cowboys have used their 2nd timeout.
It's a heck of a play by Donovan Wilson right there. What's funny, too, the Falcons are doing this without their first round. Of course, it's Michael Penix, so he's a backup quarterback, but he's not playing. Second rounder is out. Third rounder is out. Fourth rounder is out. So all their draft class, Cowboys talk draft and develop, and they got none of them out there playing. But I will tell you, we didn't get into it, but I love the Michael Penix pick.
Sure.
You got Kirk Cousins, who cares? We've seen it before where, you know what, they had Aaron Rodgers and they drafted Love, right? They had Brett Favre, they drafted Aaron Rodgers up there. Those things tend to work out.
Falcons 3rd and 5. Cousins hit as he throws it out to the right, incomplete. Lewis covering Mooney, but the pressure.
He was really hit, boy. He took a helmet right in the back.
Israel Mukwamo, the blitzing safety, knocked it out, so Pinion will punt it away. I want something to happen so I can say that Pinion got racked up and he couldn't steer.
Do people even know what rack and pinion steering is? No. Brian is shaking his head no.
No, but 4 people laughed up here. That's what my life is for.
Everybody, hey. I know some people that are laughing at the rack and pinion steering. And they probably also have fine Corinthian leather in that.
Yes, and I had one of those.
Oh, my.
Here's Pinion's kick. Turpin under a sideways kick at the 13, and is forced out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
Wow. Bob Thomas will give us a net on that one.
51-yard punt. Wow. 48-yard net.
That's pretty good. Change in field position right there.
So the Cowboys will start at their 14. And in case you've joined us along the way, not only have the Cowboys committed penalties and been terrible on third down, they were within a score most of the day until in this fourth quarter they lost Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb.
Well, it was 14-10 when they went for the fake punt at their own 38.
Yeah, that didn't help.
Atlanta marched right down and hasn't been the same since.
Yeah,
that was a really game-changing play.
That was the first possession of the fourth quarter. Cooper Rush back to throw and out to the right for Ferguson, a little too high. Incomplete at the 20.
I am not the perpetual optimist here, whatever, but this is still doable. It's a long way to go. Yeah, it's 5. You got 5 minutes. You got a timeout. You got a 2-minute warning. Crazy things happen. We know that. Now, the downside is you don't have your starting quarterback and you don't have your all-pro receiver.
I'm saying your optimism outreaches mine for the rest of the afternoon.
Well,
2nd and 10. Snap to Rush. Pick up the blitz. He throws it out to the 30.
Okay, get down. Jalen Brooks.
Young Jalen Brooks battling for yardage.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. You love to see the guy fight for yard, but all you do is fumble the ball. They had him wrapped up, 2 guys, plus you get yourself hurt. But then come the big shots coming from inside, and the ball comes out.
1st and 10, Rush back to throw. Little comeback to Turpin at the 35 for a pickup of at least 6.
Jake Ferguson taking himself out of this game.
Sure, why not?
Hopefully he's just getting a breather. He's not getting medical attention over there.
Brevin Spann Ford replaces him.
Of course he does.
Not much drop off. 2nd and 5, snap to Rush, time, into a crowd, incomplete. He was looking for Brooks to make a different cut on a choice route, and he made the wrong choice.
Brooks is over there getting mugged by Mike Hughes. Mike Hughes, the corner, by the way, was drafted by Mike Zimmer, Minnesota. He was a first-round draft pick. He was working on Brooks there. He's also working on his 4th team, so didn't turn out to be the player they were hoping for in Minnesota.
3rd down, 5. Dallas at its own 35, but we're in 4-down territory with under 4 minutes to play in the game.
Yeah, here's where it's tough on your pass blockers. They know what you're doing.
Snap to Rush. Has time. Going a deep out to the left, and it's incomplete at the 50, and it looked like Brooks had a step on the corner, but
come back over to the left, and it just got a little wide. Pretty relatively easy pitch and catch, but again, Cooper Rush Didn't even play in the preseason. I mean, it's been a year since he's really got any game action, and you're going to be a little rusty.
4th and 5. Snap is back on 4th down. Rush under duress, throws it out, caught at the 50. Big first down, and Turpin threatening to run away until he tripped over the 45-yard line.
Boy, great job by Cooper Rush there. Now Turpin is taking himself out of the game. They're running out of receivers. Flournoy comes in.
Oh, they got Flournoy, they got Tolbert, they got Brooks. How many do you need? Wow.
Falcons have a man down.
Looking at a replay, trying to see why Turpin came up asking to be taken out. I think he might have just been gassed. A.J. Terrell is shaken up, and he's the best defensive back the Falcons have and one of the best in the league.
He's a good one.
And they've already lost Grady Jarrett. This is a team they've got a really comfortable 2-game lead in the NFC South because it's 2 games over Tampa, who they've already beaten twice.
Right.
So, all they got to do is kind of hold serve, and they're going to be in pretty good shape.
How about this, too? If they have to make a stretch run, Brad, I looked at their schedule. Their last games, they play the Raiders, who are 2-6 right now, the Giants, 2-5. Then they go to Washington. Obviously, we know they're good. They finish their season at the Carolina Panthers. So you've got Raiders, Giants, and Panthers, 3 of your last 4
Giants
games.
have come back and are now behind the Commanders, 27-22.
Oh, my goodness.
But under a minute to play, and it's Washington's ball.
Yeah.
Okay, the Cowboys down 27-13. Rush in the gun on first down at the Atlanta 44. There's a screen right to Flournoy. Blocked from Ferguson. Couple blocks out in front. And Ryan Flournoy, the rookie from Southeast Missouri State, picks up a first down.
Like that play call there by Mike McCarthy. Falcons showed 6 guys up. They're not going to bring them all. They got 2 safeties deep, which means you can't bring 6. But really good job.
Now Rush throws a deep fade. Right side of the end zone to Tolbert, and it's a little too tall. He got behind the defender, and Rush overthrew him by a step.
Boy, these balls, a couple of these Cooper Rush balls, he had the corner route right to C.D. Lamb, which he laid in there beautifully. This one just a little bit deep. Not sure Tolbert picked it up right away. Got 2 hands on it, but, I mean, he's stretching out. Boy, that's a really tough catch.
Oh,
really tough catch. Yeah. But, I mean, if it's 2 feet shorter, it's a touchdown.
He made a double move on Clark Phillips.
That's a shame.
They got wide open. It sure is. 2nd down and 10. 2:45 left in the game. Rush is back. Throws it underneath on a crosser caught. Dowdle runs it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll go back to that Tolbert catch or non-catch. If he catches it, there's 2:45 left in the game.
And you declare an onside kick?
Well, but you got a timeout. You got a 2-minute warning. I don't know that you would have had to onside kick it.
You are optimistic.
Yes, sir. You have 2 Carvel ice creams in one day.
It's a good day.
Yeah.
Rush back to throw on first down to Turpin at the 10. Little pivot for what looks like a first down around the 8.
Boy, it'd be great if they get a playoff before the 2-minute warning, and then you use that as an extra timeout.
Well, they better do it in 5 seconds.
Yeah, they got to hurry,
And that's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
We have reached the WinStar World Casino and Resort 2-minute warning with Atlanta leading 27-13. Dallas Cowboys football will continue after this.
Hey, it's Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys quarterback and proud member of the Lowe's home team. Lowe's knows that to win at home improvement, you need a helpful team that's here when you need them. It's why we have Red Vest Associates to help push your project across the goal line and get it sent to you same day or next day when the clock isn't on your side. Download the Lowe's app and make Lowe's Home Team your go-to team for home improvement in-store or on the go. Lowe's is the official home improvement partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game,
Crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry. Even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
People will always come and go in our lives, but we all know those few who never left. The ones who make you stronger, build you up when you're broken down. The partners who've always had you covered. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, we know what it means to be there, guiding you toward a healthier state of mind. Because the more we know as individuals, the healthier we all feel as a community through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Dallas Cowboys fans know a thing or two about legacy, commitment, and loyalty. That's why Kohler is our proud partner. With more than 150 years of craftsmanship, leading-edge design, and innovation, Kohler kitchen and bathroom products stand out and stand the test of time, just like our Cowboys. Go ahead, experience the Kohler difference firsthand at your local Kohler store or showroom, and explore more at Kohler.com. Again, that's Kohler.com.
Stand tall while you're tailgating or cheering in the stands with the Dallas Cowboys collection by Lucchese. Shop the collection today online at Lucchese.com. Lucchese, the official boot of the Dallas Cowboys.
We're at the 2-minute warning here in Atlanta. Falcons leading the Cowboys 27-13, but the Cowboys with the ball at the Atlanta 7-yard line. Let's give you our Lucchese NFL update. The Washington Commanders, it's final. They win 27-22 over the New York Giants. They now go to 7-2 on the season. Philadelphia Eagles and Jacksonville Jaguars will kick it off here in just a little bit in the afternoon game. Remember, Philadelphia coming in this Sunday to AT&T Stadium. That is your Lucchese NFL update.
And C.D. Lamb, bless his heart, has gone back in the lineup.
Man.
And his right shoulder is messed up.
Warrior gets overused, but...
Yeah, today he is. Yep. Split wide out to the right. 2nd and 1 at the Atlanta 10 with 2 minutes to play. Snap to rush. Floats to his left. Throws it out for Tolbert. And on the back pedal, Tolbert can't catch it. It's 3rd and 1.
Easy for me to say from up here, but they're trying to get Tolbert on that little quick out. But Brooks is running a slant in behind him. And Brooks is wide open. But again, this play is designed. It's a rollout. Get the guy the ball in the flat. But they forgot to cover Jalen Brooks behind him. But again, the first read is going to be out to the flat. So
3rd down and 1. Ball is at the Atlanta 7. 8, actually.
They don't get Ferguson.
They show a blitz. They run. Oh, he pulls it back, picks it up, and after the fumble, Rush runs for the first down. It was an RPO. He pulled it back from Dowdle, and then he dropped the ball.
I'm not sure what exactly. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he was supposed to give to Dowdle there, and it fell out, or as he pulled it back out. Anyway.
1st and goal, play fake, fade right side of the end zone, over the head of Brooks. Incomplete. So again, to get him the first down, ran the run pass option. We're going to have another look at it up here. He gave it to Dowdle, then he pulled it back, and then he dropped the ball. And it bounced right back to him.
But then he stumbled over his feet as he's running, as he picked up the ball, but he did get the first down.
It's a smooth operation right now, babe. 2nd and goal with 1:32 to go. Dallas 2 touchdowns behind. At the 4-yard line of Atlanta. 2nd and goal. Rush stamps his foot. They show a blitz. Dowdle says, I'll pick him up. They blitz. Rush throws it in the end zone. Tolbert. Touchdown. Got 2 feet down. Nice job by Jalen Tolbert. And Cooper Rush.
Yeah, boy, really nice job there. Cooper Rush has a man bearing down on him from the right side. Tolbert runs that in route right along the back line, right to left, and he catches the ball right underneath the goalpost. Does a great job of, I think he got both feet down.
Yeah, he did.
And holding on to the football. Cowboys going for 2. Got an 8-point game right now, right? 8 point.
They called it incomplete?
Oh.
No. They called it complete. Bob Thomas got confused by them going for 2.
Marking the 2, okay.
Why would you go for 2?
Why would you run a fake punt on your own 38? I'm kidding.
Hey,
I'm kidding.
Different movie.
Because you're going to play to win. You're playing to win.
Now, going for 2. Rush throws to Lamb wide open on the right side, caught it for 2, and then got hit in the right shoulder, and he is in such pain.
He was so wide open, I thought he was going to get away without even getting touched. And yeah, you're exactly right. The Atlanta defender at the end just came by and kind of bumped him a little bit.
It was like Alford.
They just motioned.
I don't think he did
right,
it intentionally.
Runs the out. Yeah.
So the 2-point conversion makes it 27-21. And so they'll declare for the onside kick, and now 6 points would tie it, and 7 would go for the win.
And I mentioned about Alford, Brad, being from Tuscaloosa University. Do you think they had any kind of a running feud back in the day, Oklahoma and Tuscaloosa?
I think
no?
not. I don't think so.
No, okay. That rivalry never quite heated up?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. What we think about that? We're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
KLGD, Stanford, Abilene, 106.9 FM. We are the Country Giant.
All right, well, those 2 points are huge. 6-point game now, 27-21 Cowboys, 1:28 remaining. Cowboys do have one timeout, but they've got to get this onside kick or Atlanta can just take a knee and run this thing out. Cowboys have been successful once this year. I believe they're 1 out of 2.
Yeah, there are only 2 successful onside kicks in the league.
You know what I love? You never know what John Fossil has up his sleeve. They were the first one to do the watermelon kick. And
might be a fake punt.
You just don't see him anymore, like the 2-hop, get it up in the air, the old standard. Let's see if we can. The ball is flat on the ground now, so he does not have it teed up. So they're going with that. They call it the watermelon kick. Just going to be a bunch of side spin on this football.
The first time most of us saw this, Dan Quinn, as the head coach of the Falcons, tried it in 2020.
Well, he didn't try it.
Oh, no, the Cowboys did it to him. That's right.
He got fired, and Raheem Morris,
that's right,
who's now the head coach, he took over as the interim coach for Atlanta.
Okay. Aubrey's going to try the watermelon onside kick. 1:28 to play. There it goes skittering. Seeds pop out. And it looks like Kyle Pitts, who's been a passenger most of the day for the Falcons, fell on the ball and recovered it. And Atlanta will be able to run it out.
How about that? Never got to 10 yards, but once Pitts comes up to field it, it becomes a live ball.
My favorite onside kick story, I've told it 100 times.
Michael Irvin?
Yeah.
Tell it again.
Back in the 90s, and Hubbard Alexander, God rest his soul, was the receivers coach, helping on special teams. Onside kick, and he said, Mike, get in there. And Irvin said, I'm not going in. And he argued with him, you got to go in. We need somebody. And finally, Irvin said, Axe, someone fixing to get killed. And Jay Novacek stepped up and he said, I'll go do it. Novacek went in, covered the onside kick, got popped in the back, crunched. Michael Irvin said, see, got killed. I told you.
Jay Novacek, busted horses and calf roped and did all that stuff, so that was nothing for him. Can I ever tell you my quick Jay Novacek story? I went riding with him. Keep in mind, I'm from Los Angeles.
Cowboys have used their last time out. Last time the clock can stop with 1:24 left.
I'm from Los Angeles. The only horse I ever rode, I put a quarter in front of the supermarket, right?
I rode that horse.
We rode for about 4 hours. It was on a Tuesday or off day. I go in Wednesday. I have a strawberry on my bottom the size of a basketball. And I am in the hot tub because I don't think I can practice. My back hurts so bad. And I'm playing at the time, right?
Falcons about to take a knee with 1:24. Cousins in the victory formation does that.
But if Jimmy didn't have an asthma field, I know he didn't have one for me walking in and saying, hey, Coach, my back's a little sore. I was riding horses yesterday.
A sore butt, Jimmy.
Don't think I'm going to be able to practice.
Jimmy would have been amused. We are looking at a replay of the play on which Prescott got hurt, and you're right, it was the pass to Jalen Brooks, the one you said looked like it fluttered, and the reason it fluttered was Prescott's hamstring gave out on him pushing to make that pass.
You know, it just didn't look right. I thought his foot might have slipped, but never anticipated. Oh, I think he pulled a hamstring.
Cousins takes a knee. Last 35 seconds will tick off the clock. Falcons will go to 6-3, and the Cowboys will fall to 3-5 with a dire road ahead, and the physical status of both Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb very much in doubt.
Expert technicians make sure your ride is in peak performance. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.